Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. Gonna be doing some roster reviews, and looks like I made it in with both of my accounts right now, which is super nice. This took me a second to actually get this one in, but this one immediately loaded in. We've been having some server problems. I don't know if you guys have heard, but just something happened today, and the servers went down. There has been a message saying that they are looking into it and talking with other parties and seeing what part, if it's on the EA side, the CG side, where they're trying to figure out right now what's happening. But welcome. Unfortunate, because like a lot of people got kind of screwed out of Grand Arena because of it. Like you can see right here, this is taking forever to load things. But yeah. Welcome, friends. Got a lot of people here. Let me just throw out my live now. I did I threw out my little video saying, hey, you know, we're live, like, you know, roster reviews are happening, but we haven't thrown out our like little live one. So let me throw that out in our stream chat really quick. Stream notice live now with roster reviews. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Okay, so you're still not done gathering your next. Got it. Just want to double check. We might use our free-to-play account to do roster reviews because this is taking forever to load anything. Well, on this account, we're having zero problems. I say, and we get the spinny of death. We might end up having to use Swigo.gg to look up people's rosters, which I'm fine to do. It's just going to be very weird for me, so it's going to take a second to, you know, get things figured out. Is my music on repeat for some reason? This is just driving me nuts. Hold on. It is on repeat for some reason. There we go. Having some weird glitches. Hey, Ryan Richter, welcome. Okay. Yeah, 3 losses. Lovely. Okay, let's really quick before we lose like the ability to use either of these accounts, let's sign up for Grand Arena. You don't hear any music? Music's there. You just have to be quiet. I could turn it up if you guys want, but it's just supposed to be background music right now. Okay, let's sign up for this. At least we will be in regardless of what's happening. We actually, because we won 3 wins with our free-to-play, we're actually sitting on a solid amount of crystals at the moment. Sorry, just taking off my headphones. I was listening to Arnold's stream while I was at work. And before that, I was listening to Asteroid's stream. Just kind of hanging out with all the streamers, you know? Okay, now let's see if we can actually get to ally codes now. I am doing well. Anyone else will slow down time. Deploy in territory battles. That's actually a solid point. I should probably do that while I have the game open. We have a raid going in this on the free to play too. Okay, great. Arena table. Come on, let me sign up. Okay, I already signed up. I'm just not paying attention at this point. Okay, so both accounts are now signed up for that. Let's get some territory battles deploys in there. When is the waterboarding stream? Oh gosh, I don't even want to make a joke about being like, oh yeah, if someone donates $669. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna make a joke about that because someone might do it. I'd be like, nope, I refuse. Thanks for playing the home game. I don't want to just deploy because I actually have the stuff for this. Whatever. Hey, it's Revan. Welcome, welcome. Not what I want. We'll just full deploy here. But just in case the servers like go down or something, let's just deploy. Okay. Now we're gonna see if we can get into some yeah, your entire guild's still locked out of the game. This is the first time I've tried getting into the game in the last little bit, and so I'm lucky I'm just getting in immediately. Ooh, I really need to do a raid run at some point. Okay, let's see if we can at least open up some ally codes. Let's see, someone... I hate when my computer does that for no reason. Okay, let's get over to the ally code channel. Yeah, here you go. Hold on. Right here. Hey folks, the team is aware and investigating an issue where people aren't able to get into the game. We'll keep you posted as I know more. Team's still investigating the issue. Team's still investigating the issue, are working with our partners to find the root cause of the issue. We've noticed some improvement, but are still working on the issue. So, Riva Ray team video when? This week. I have basically a plan to put out a video every single day this week. I'm going to try and stick to 3 days a week for my streams typically, or not streams, my videos typically. But this week I've got a lot to cover and I don't have a lot of time to cover it. And so I'm looking at a video every single day, and then we'll kind of cut back to 3 videos a week again like we did last week. So I definitely think you're right, River, but also I think it has its place. When we'll talk about it in the video that I make. But yeah, so they're investigating. But let's get a roster in here and see if it'll work, because if not, we'll have to switch over to swago.gg. Okay. Do I have enough for the Ray event, and what should my team be? For the Ray event? Like the GL Ray event? Relic 7, Relic 7. Who's the last Relic 7 for it? There's 3 of them. BB-8. Where's BB-8? Relic 6? So you have almost all of them. What I guess I'm trying to figure out, what are you asking? Are you just asking what teams you should make out of your resistance? Congratulations, Dank Ideals. That's insane. Oh, if he has the Zetas. You have the Zori Bliss Zeta, so that's all you need to unlock her. If that's what you're asking. Okay, for tier 1 and tier 2 of the Ray event, do you have enough? Yeah, so you have the Zori Zeta, and that's all you need is this Zori Zeta Spice Runner skills. And she's a high enough level because you really only need her at gear 8, gear 9, and at least 2-star. And so the team that you run it automatically makes you choose JTR, and then you run the resistance heroes, Zori, and then just because you already have the other Zeta, normally I'd say any 5th, but because you have the other Zori Zeta, if you throw Rose in there, it's going to make it the easiest thing in the world. Like, you can literally do it with anyone, but if you want to save time, throw Rose in as your 5th. It's basically a Zori team, except you use Jedi Training Ray instead of Finn. And then, super easy. You can go watch it. It's my first Galaxy of Heroes video I made. My, audio might suck and there's not a face, but hey, it's still my most watched video ever. But yeah, so you already have the Zetas that you need. Save up all your other Zetas just for getting through tier 4, 5, and 6 with GL Ray herself. As for teams, it's the same team for both, so don't even worry about it. So you are good, you are solid, you are ready to get Ray. Just get that 1 relic level and hop right in. Yeah, it's like, so okay, if you want an entertaining video, hold on, we'll actually pull it up right now. We got a second, so let's see. I'm not gonna go like that. Asteroid Mech. I thought this was hilarious. So I've known about this guy for quite a while. We've done some collab stuff together. It's a really cool dude. Go follow him if you haven't. But yeah, the first time I ever saw him do a video at all. Let me see if I can find it.
Want to know how to create awesome videos?
I really need to buy YouTube Premium or whatever it is, Red or whatever it's called.
Hey, and I don't mess this up, and I do this first try, that would be awesome.
So he watched my video.
So
he was so incredibly stressed about this that he wrote down all of the instructions, the exact turn order that I had, got his mods the exact same, and like literally was like staring at his piece of paper the entire time.
Second ability to Poe on the leader. Okay, that's fine. Then we need
like
ability 2 to Ray. Yep, and then we need ability 3
like
here.
He was stressing hard, and it's literally the easiest thing in the world. It's just Zori saves the first person they hit, they take a turn, and then they just start absolutely obliterating the other team. So it's really not that hard, but he was so stressed, and that was my first time seeing any of his videos. Was someone pinged me in Discord and was like, hey, Asteroid Mech watched your thing and used it on a video. I was like, oh, I gotta see this. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, he uses something called Canva for his thumbnails, and I believe, if he hasn't changed, and it's super good. It uses templates, and so you can plug in a lot of stuff and make it. It's very easy to make thumbnails using it. But yeah. Oh no, I didn't know Asteroid Mech before Galaxy Heroes. Okay, the college, they pay for it. Heck yeah. Okay, so we got through I Don't Whale's little question that he had. We're on to Ancalagon. Sorry, Ancalagon. And Kagalagon. Galahad. Sir Galahad the Brave. Okay. First time seeing was new trading him. Fair enough. My most viewed long form videos, Leia tier 2 Bad mods. Yeah, mine is that video. It's been so long since that, dude. Where did this channel go? It just literally came out of nowhere. Dude, like, it started and just kept going, you know? Yeah, 31,000 views. That is my top viewed video. Before that, it was this one, actually. If you guys are bored and want to watch just a fun little video that I threw together, it's not anything to do with Galaxy Heroes, and it's not anything to do with the Deepstone Crypt either, if you're playing Destiny. It's just, you know, use the song from it, and I really enjoyed making this. It was just something I'd been pondering, so go watch it. It's actually really, really nice. Anyways. I did not mean to go out of that. Yeah, it uses the song from the Deepstone Crypt, and it uses the background from the Deepstone Crypt, but it's a whole bunch of quotes about how important silence is in our life, and how silence is a negative thing nowadays when most people look at it. More people would rather die than be left alone with their thoughts, and that's a sad thing. Dude, congrats, hello. Even if CG handed it to you on silver platter, I'm happy. Silence is fantastic, Swag Frog. Okay, so close to JML than thinking JMK or Inquisitors. I will never, ever, and Caligon, I don't know who you are in our chat. I hope you're here. Yes, Ryan Richter, to answer your question, because I haven't seen Caligon in chat yet. Yes, Cat can be put with Rey for hilarious effect. Or she can be put with Padme to really good effect, or she can be put with any kind of like scoundrel Dash Rendar Bam team. So she has a home no matter where she is. So even if you don't have JMK, you have multiple places to put her. I mean, I just opened the game and it took me like probably the solid 15 minutes leading up to the stream of just hitting reload before this finally worked. And even then I get the circle of death. Let me show you the team that I'm building out right now for after when the Datacrons filter out. I think this is a hilarious team. I'm really excited for it. Fat Phil, while he was doing a roster review, suggested it. So Ben, obviously, Cal Kestis, Jai Training Ray, and Cat. Since they're all unaligned Force users, they're all going to work together really well. They're all light side, so they'll all get benefits from Ray. Cal Kestis reads, at the start of battle, all unaligned Force users gain 30% max health and tenacity. Whenever an ally is critically hit, they and Cal recover 5% health and protection. If the ally is also a light side unaligned Force user, they and Cal also gain protection up 10%. So he basically makes them all super, super beefy. And then Commander Ahsoka Tano reads, Ahsoka Tano has plus 50% offense, crit damage, and health and defense. And as long as she has a light side unaligned Force user ally, she shares those bonuses with her allies. So yeah, it's just going to be the most beefy Rey team you've ever seen with the Ben Solo cheese. So, oh, no problem, and Caligon. I just figured I'd answer his question since I hadn't heard from you, and we could jump back into your roster review. I don't mind the lurking whatsoever. Lurkers are what make the world go round. I love people stalking me and not telling me. Congratulations, Swag. That's awesome. Trey, that sounds like something you might have to deal with here in therapy. Okay, and Caligon. I will never suggest to anyone to go for Inquisitors. It's just not, it's a waste of time unless your guild is going for it or you really need the scythe. Those are the only two times, the only two times I'd ever suggest going for the Inquisitors. So if your whole guild is pushing for Inquisitors, then I would suggest it. Otherwise, I would push it off as long as you can. It's not a farm worth doing. Ooh, that is a hard question, Ryan. I'm going to leave that up to you and your wallet because I don't think I can sufficiently say yes or no. If you have the room in your farming plan, I'd put it higher in priority. But if you don't have room in your farming plan and you want to like just save up the gear now and know that you're going to get her next month, and that way you can have her geared up the moment you get her next month, might be something to look into. So, because it gets you good rewards. Oh, rewards from what? Are you just specifically referring to the assault battle or what? Because like that's about all I can think of is their assault battle. Unless your guild is going for them, like there's not much you're getting from him. And yes, Justin, we know you're the biggest proponent of Inquisitors of all time, since you have them on like every account you have. Rote rewards and assault battles. I mean, rote rewards is only if they're able to get that far. If his guild's early on, it's okay. And like, yeah, in like 10, maybe 15 years, you'll make the Chirotechs back from the assault battles to be able to repay all the ones that you paid on the Inquisitors. So I don't know. Unless your guild's going for it, I just don't suggest it. Or unless you're trying to transplant. If you're trying to break into a new guild and a better guild, then consider building them now. So. True, River, but you can still get into some good ones because there's still a lot of guilds that are pushing for Riva. If you're looking to get into a top guild, not necessarily, but if you're looking to get into a good guild, you can still push Riva and get into a good guild. I do want to see this right here. You already have Ray, I'm guessing? Yeah, you already have Ray. You're missing the Finn Zeta right here. This Zeta with Zori is what makes this team pop off. And so if you want another team like right this moment before the lock-in, drop the Finn Zeta and you'll instantly have a good defensive team. It doesn't matter if you're in Kyber, a Rhodium, what level. I use a Gear 9 Zori for this. It works. So. But as for going for JMK, I don't think JMK is a bad farm, especially when you already have your foot in the door with Lord Vader. And I'm guessing you, at this point, with how far in this account is, you have to have Cat, right? I'm not seeing a Cat. Do you have Cat? Because if you don't have Cat, I don't know if JMK is your best option. Because JMK without Cat is kind of worthless. My other options for you for, like, where I would go... Ooh, a Relic 1 Savage. You should really pop that up a couple Relic levels. Oh, and a Relic 4 Director Krennic. That should be Relic 10. Yeah, I mean, you have your foot in the door for, like, Rebel everything. Like, you have... It looks like you have the Profundity, I'm guessing. No Profundity? You just like Mommy Mothma? Swag, yeah, I got in 2 battles and I lost by 10 battles. That's depressing. I'm sorry, Swag. You have your foot in the door to the Rebel trio as well as to Profundity. And so, honestly, I would suggest that if you're not close to Cat. Okay, if you're close to Cat, I don't think it's going to be a bad farm. You're pretty dang close already. You probably already have a 7-star Wat Tambor. Where is it? Separatists. General Grievous, you already almost have to Gear 13. Magna Guard, you already have almost to Gear 13. Wat Tambor, you already almost have to Gear 13. So yeah, like I think you're pretty dang close to JMK. My problem is you're even closer to JML. I saw it, didn't I? Yeah, Mon Mothma at Relic 1, Chewbacca at Relic 6, Han Solo at Relic 6. You're, like, right on the door of JML. But regardless, I would say JML, JMK are your next farms, and I'd probably go for Profundity next after those. Whichever one you have more passion for, though. I'm not going to suggest go JML or go JMK because I want you to farm things that you're going to enjoy. But do keep in mind how close you are to Cat. Because if you're like 2-3 months out but from Cat, you can get JML in that time. But if you're like, you know, a month you go and get JMK because you're going to be able to use them. So does he have a Relic 9 Cup? What about Cup May Duo? Yes, make sure you get your Relic 9 Cup and your Relic 5 Padme, because she doesn't need to be taken up past Relic 5. Cup is the one that needs the Relic levels. I'm joking. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it up to you which way you go, but currently a lot of people are looking hardcore at the Rebel route. But honestly, at this point in the game, not only does either way make sense for your account, you can do one after the other with no ramifications. Like, there's no downsides. And plus, going for JMK might get you a couple characters that are leading you towards the new raid. And so I'm not going to say one way or the other, but JMK and into the Rebel Galactic Legends should be kind of your next step. And I would put Profundity pretty high up on your list of priorities. Let's just make sure you're not sleeping on some of your ships. I don't see a TIE Interceptor in here, so I'm hoping you'll get a TIE Interceptor soon. And the moment you do get your TIE Interceptor, please relic your Iden Versio. TIE Echelon needs to be up. This should be something you're working on actively. This needs to be worked on. I love seeing the Marauder, the BTLB, the Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter. Looks like this fleet is looking sexy, and I really appreciate that. So good crap. You're getting Leia this week. Congratulations, Caleb. That is awesome. You don't quite have this done. I'm pretty sure you asked this same question to Astromech, if I recall. I would prefer a protection arrow personally. If you can find a protection arrow with at least 2 or 3 speed rolled, I would take that over a speed arrow, in my opinion, just from like what I would think about. But I don't know. I'd look at swago.gg. That's kind of the best source you're looking at. So yeah, it looks like it's pretty split down the center. So I would say if you can get at least 4 speed rolls on the arrow, I'd take the protection. But if you can't, I'd take the speed, because the speed is super important. Dude, I was sitting at work doing nothing but throwing cases of soda. But yeah, it looks pretty even. I personally would prefer the protection, but I can see 100% the argument for speed, especially if you don't have a lot of speed secondaries. Because if you're going to throw a protection arrow, you want a lot of speed secondaries. So we got the Caleb's in here. But yeah. So it looks like primarily people put speed. I personally would put protection with a couple speed rules in there. Anyways. So, I don't even remember how you say your name. Calagon. My friend, I love your negotiator fleet. Your fleets in general need work. I think that's actually the big thing I'm worried about, and I kind of figured it was just based off of your characters, which is why I suggested Profundity being high in your overall list of things to get soon. But like, you need to get your Echelon done, you need to get your TIE Defender done with your Interceptor. You need to start working on your fleets quite a bit, and so that would be the big thing I'd want you to work on, with a Profundity as like a really nice boost to this account. But if your passion is JMK and you're close to a cat, I'm not gonna shame your pee-poo. We don't shame passion projects here. Hey, Pyomai, welcome. But yeah, I'm just worried about your fleets a little bit. Speaking of your fleets, let's take a look at this. I just want to see this right here. I kind of figured this was going to be this way. Your BAM should be reliced ASAP. So here's another side project for you. This not only on offense severely limits what you can do for your Executor, but also on defense, this makes my life much easier when I go up against you. Because you throw your Executor on defense and all of a sudden I can just kill off your BAM really easily. And really, the Razor Crest is what makes that fleet a good fleet. So I am so hyped for Jar Jar and the Lightspeed bundles. Heck yeah, dude. Speaking of, we're finishing up with this. Well, just gonna take a brief look at his mods, but I'm gonna show you guys my progress on the Gungans. Let's take a look at his mods real quick. I haven't taken a look at the Galactic Challenge. I have no idea what this one is. I played yesterday's like with like literally an hour to spare. You can do it with 1 Zeta or 2 Zetas. I can't read that. 1 Zeta with Lightspeed bundles. Very nice. Okay, so your Piet being this high is good, but whether or not they are good mods is another matter. 343 from Mara Jade. Absolutely beautiful. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about your mods. Ooh, but there is quite a bit of a mod fall off. I'd like to see a faster Piet, my friend. But overall, you have a good understanding of people that should have high speeds. I would swap out BB-8 as one of your high speed characters, though. Give his mods to someone else. This is the first character that comes out of the Ray composition once you get other characters. I will say, leave him for now, especially if you have the Datacron. Yeah, you have the Datacron. Leave him for now. But you're not even using the Holdocron. Hold up. You're not even using the Holdocron. You're using the Raycron. Okay. So yeah, I'd swap his mods out and just swap them out. If you're using the Holdocron, I'd say leave the mods on and put them with Holdo. But if you're using the Raycron, go ahead and just move this guy's speed mods over to someone else that's better, because I'd rather see an L3 on this team, even at Relic 5. I'd rather see a Calcestis, all kinds of stuff. So first person that you usually pull out of that team. But overall, you have a fairly good understanding of what characters should be fast. I would work on your Piet, your Resistance Hero Finn, especially getting that Finn Zeta. You want this guy as fast as you can. Additionally, I want to see your First Order Officer slightly faster than your Hux. If you can make it, I think it's 25 speed more is like the perfect spot. But if you at least make him 1 faster, it's going to help with counters with your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So, dude, Zori, it doesn't matter what gear level Zori is. It's going to be great. Tried getting the Holdo and failed miserably. Fair enough. I get it. Datacrons are rough. But the thing is, the Raycron is still not bad. Here, we'll even pop it up for you. Obviously, we don't have any 5v5 stuff, but we'll go to GAC Insights because I pay for things so you guys don't have to. That's my overall theory in paying for this, is like, I can do this and I can make people feel better about themselves. So we are going to just give her L3. We'll say L3. Because this is the composition that I would use personally. Honestly, with the Datacron and people not dying off, I actually might just swap in Holdo just for fun. Defending primary, we're not the Holocron, we're doing the Raycron. Like, even without Ben, that is a 13% win rate with Starkiller and 3v3. I don't know about 5v5 yet, because we obviously don't quite have 5v5 stuff until next couple of days. But, like, that Raycron's still going to do tons for you, dude. So don't even worry. I'm just doing no Ben because I'm assuming he doesn't have Ben. We can check if he has Ben, but I don't remember seeing him in his unaligned force users. Yeah, no Ben. So. Hey, Storm, welcome, welcome. No, we are not doing another 33-hour stream. I don't know if I'll ever do another 33-hour stream. That was insane, dude. Ooh, dude. But Bane is so good. 34 hours this time. If I ever do a stream longer than 24 hours again, I'm going to, like, record an entire, like, 8-hour video or something that I can put on while I sleep. And I will go to sleep while you guys watch a video. Another hot sauce stream. Maybe when this one wears off, because I'm still suffering from that today, dude. But yeah, fleets are kind of the big thing I'm worried about in your account, but I don't think JMK or Rebels are going to be a bad thing. I would like to see a Profundity in here soon, but big things I want to see right now, Enchilada, bam, two big things I think need to be fixed right now. Personally, streaming over like 8 hours aren't worth it. Purely from a monetary perspective, technically you are incorrect just for the subathon. The subathon was very lucrative, but I think that was mostly due to incentives and that kind of thing. If it was just me streaming for 33 hours and that was it, I think it would be very dumb and not successful. But because we had incentives, we were doing fun things, I think that's what really made that stream pop and why people enjoyed it, as well as, you know, we're willing to help because we had a reason for it. You know, I'm trying to move the beaver dam, and so you guys were very generous in helping with that. So okay, this is, hold on, I hate how it puts it in streamer mode. I got Swag Frog here. Okay, just unlocked Bane. Congratulations, dude. That's huge. Yes, and if the link in the description is not working for some reason, let me know and I'll fix it. I know every time Discord updates, it freaks out. Just unlocked Bane, SLKR, and working on shopping list characters. Sweet. So Aiden, GG, then we'll start working on Profundity suggestions, if any. I hate your entire account. Why is this account the way it is? I'm kidding, Swag. Finishing some mods on your SLKR. Let's take a look at where they are right now. I'm looking for anything over 540, and I'm going to say you have 563. 585. Why are you working on anything on your mods, dude? You are at the point. Anything over 570 is amazing. Like, I can't ask for more once you hit 570, so... I know you are, like, looking to be the new Peepo, though. So I get the good mods. The 590 that everyone claims you need to defeat Leia, which is not true. Like, even during, like, the reign of, like, you know, the Drogon Krons, it was more about the... high relic levels and the team that you had going up against it than it was the 590. No one wants to be Peepo. I really wanted for a long time to do get Peepo on, but now there's just too much controversy, so I can't really do anything with that. Sherpa Relic for Leia. It's one of the $15, isn't it? Yeah, it's $15. Relic 3 for $15. Technically, yes, it's a good deal. Vince V, welcome to the damn community. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Would I do it for just one character? Typically, no. If you're only going to be wanting one character out of the bundle, I wouldn't do it. Just farm it up regularly. How long is the queue? Oh, the queue. Brain froze. I'm like, what is a queue? The list. It is currently, it's getting quite long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people long. If you want to jump the line, you can always donate. But regardless, you can throw it in and we'll get to as many as we can in this stream. I'm guessing I'm out of soda, aren't I? Storm, you are farming... Stop. The thing you keep yelling at me. Peepo is... oh, okay. So there was some drama in the Territory War competitive area. Arnold made a video about it. Scribe made a video about it. I didn't care to weigh in, so I didn't make a video about it. But basically, there was suspicions. I'd say it's more than suspicions, but suspicions of cheating among the top guilds, where basically they knew their defenses beforehand and it looks like it might have been access from Pimpo's mod service that he does that allowed the other guild to basically access one of the guild's accounts and look at the defenses. So, like, hot sauce to you, Beaver? At this point, dank, no. And so, there's quite a bit of accusations being thrown around, including some death threats and stuff, because people get way too involved in this kind of stuff. And yes, it was scummy, and yes, cheating should be punished. But, like, the moment you start sending death threats and doing stuff like that is the moment that I'm just like, you guys are being stupid, and you need to take a step back and cool down. So, you have to rearrange quite a lot of mods for a 590 SLKR. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, exactly. However you say your name. Welcome, Vince V. It's good to have you, dude. But yeah. Anyways, getting back to your roster review and getting away from the random stuff happening between Ka or Ma or whatever guild it was. Just got the TIE Interceptor. Congratulations, Cube Labs. That's huge. You know what that means, right? Relic your Iden Versio now. Please. Thank you, Cube Labs. I appreciate it. Nothing pains me more. Okay, so you said you're going for profundity soon. Are you sleeping on any of your other fleets is the question. Sorry, bouncing around just because people are sending me DMs. Okay. So already I'm seeing a problem, Swag. Your TIE Defender needs to be relicked. Hey, Ziggy, welcome, welcome. House, it is happening to everyone. It took me 15 minutes to get into the game. Make sure you don't get out of the game if you get into the game if you need to do stuff. The moment that you turn on airplane mode, the moment that you do anything and have to reload something, you're going to have trouble getting back in. They're looking into it. It's getting better, but it's still not fixed yet. Okay, so Iden Versio's on your shopping list. BAM is on your shopping list, you say, I hope? Where is your shopping list that you gave me? Iden, GG, BAM needs to be on there, and so does Cad Bane. Okay, BAM's on the shopping list. Cad Bane should also be on the shopping list. This fleet's almost done, and I appreciate that. I don't care about TIE Dagger. A level 1 TIE Dagger looks beautiful to me. CAD comes when you do JMK. I mean, you're skimping out on a fleet just to wait on the relic level. I mean, it's a relic level that you'll get for JMK regardless, so you might as well get it now just to make the fleet better, and especially better on defense. So, can CG reimburse my GAC loss? I hope so, but I doubt they will. TIE Dagger is specifically meant for Sith. Like, he obviously doesn't have it leveled up at all, but it's specifically meant to work with the Leviathan. So it's not actually that good in Finalizer, and it's not good enough to replace any of the other ships in the order that you pull them out. If I'm pulling out TIE Dagger out of my reinforcements, it means I'm truly desperate, and I'm going to lose that battle regardless. So, Storm, I am absolutely freaking excited for Jar Jar. Yeah, so don't worry about TIE Dagger for those who have the First Order fleet. It can be left to who knows how long until you get the Leviathan. So, obviously I'm not going to have you work on this fleet just yet because you're not going for JMK, you're not going for gas at this moment. So I'm not going to call you out for that. That's about all the ones that I want to check because I know you have, you know, the stuff to start this fleet. You have gas. Okay. So why aren't you finishing this fleet? That is a great defensive team you're sleeping on just because you're not relicking your Anakin because it wasn't a requirement of your gas. But it's a requirement of Sith Eternal, which you have half the requirements for anyways. You are sitting on, you know, a BTLB you could have, and then you'd immediately have an amazing fleet because all it is Anakin's ETA, Ahsoka's, and BTLB, and then Plo Koon. So, okay, you're working on it, Sounds good. But that's the thing, is he already has gas, so what's the point of purchasing the Lightspeed bundles? Unless he, like, has none of those upgraded. Let's take a look. Yeah, so 2 right there. There's 1, 2 that he would get relic, 3 that he would get relicked. Let's look at his Galactic Republic. C-3PO, obviously not. So he'd get a relic Padme. So yeah, I wouldn't buy the Lightspeed bundle if I was him. It's not worth it at that point. I guess if you want to get your Plo Koon done, and I think it comes with Rex's Arc 170 finished, I guess. But I don't think it's worth it for him. Okay, you're sharding it right now? Yes, Ziggy, but it is quite the line, my friend, so you want to hop in right now. If you, as always, if any of you want to donate, you always go up to the top of the list. Or if you are a damn awesome member, you can get a live roster review, as in we talk about it, or a private roster review, and that always goes first up before everything else. But yeah, going through your roster, I definitely think the shopping list is the big thing. I do think that you are doing a good thing by finishing your farms. I think Bam needs to be relic. I would personally relic Cad Bane, but you do what you want. I would love to see this Savage Press come up to relic 5. I'd honestly love to see you get a General Grievous team started, just to give you another good team. Yes, Umut, you just go to the Discord, and the link is in the description, and you can put your ally code there. If you don't have Discord or don't have a way to get in there, you can put it in chat, but chat is the last place we go to. We go through everyone on Discord first, and if anyone donates, they go to the top of the list. But yeah, I definitely think the best thing for this account is definitely the laundry list. I think just getting through your grocery list is going to be the best thing for this account, especially finishing Darth Bane. Darth Bane should be the first thing you finish. I'm sure it is what you're focusing on. So finishing that Darth Bane, getting him up to Relic 7, working on a shopping list. I don't think Profundity is going to be a bad thing, but I'm a little worried that you're sleeping on some of your off meta. Getting a Relic Iden, I think, should definitely be on the list a little higher than Profundity and that kind of thing. And so, yeah, laundry list first, Profundity next, and I think that's honestly going to be the best options you can do to make this account really pop and get into high Kyber. I think you're already on the right path. I don't think I have really any extra for you. Yeah, Caleb Wheeler. Why are people not cool? No, but if you guys are enjoying the stream and you enjoy being here, please do drop a like. Or if you haven't already, please subscribe. It does help me out a lot, get out there and get to people. And that's why I'm here, is to help people out. So, Kyber 3 for a reason. Yep, you're making good decisions, dude. And I'm liking where you're going. I mean, honestly, I know you're starting to make content on YouTube. For those of you who haven't seen Swag Frog's channel, go check it out. He's making mod guides for the most part, from what I've seen. But in general, when I see a content creator who's not making good decisions, I get really worried. Okay, Riva, are you here still? Yeah, I mean, if he's going to go for Profundity, he's probably going to go for Jabba next. I'm not really going to specifically say, hey, go for Jabba, because I think he's got this. And if he ends up with like they came out with a new Lightspeed bundle and he goes for it, I don't think it's going to be a problem for him. So I trust him from what I've seen. Yeah. Jamal. That's it. That's what we're calling him here from now on. That is official. Thank you, Caleb. He is now Jamal. 100% he is Jamal. So we now have Jimmy, and then we have Jamal. I love this. Oh gosh. Okay, Riva. Wondering if I should change my plans as I'm going to be getting most of the Lightspeed bundles. Got a nice resistance Datacron. Congratulations, that's awesome. Resistance Datacrons are super nice. So the problem is, Riva, I would love to be able to say, yes, you should change your path, or no, you shouldn't change your path. The problem is I have the memory of a rodent, and I don't remember the last time that we had a discussion. I know it was within like the last week or two. But then again, I stayed awake for 33 hours on stream in the last week or two. I don't remember what happened in the last 24 hours, let alone the last week and a half. So, hey, JVP Gaming. Oh, gosh. On Ben Solo, let me pull up Ben and I will tell you. And we'll jump right in. Riva, in the meantime, can you please just give us what you're going for right now? And then from there, we can kind of give you some ideas. So this is the truly important one, is the Force Dyad, Zeta, and Omicron, because this is what gives you the puzzle that people have to go through, and gives you the revives. And so Force Dyad is the most important ability. The rest are all technically optional. Like, they'll still do amazing stuff, but they're not technically like something that's super, super important. Like Ben Solo attacks ignore protection. This was pointed out on Arnold's stream not long ago. His mastery is damage. And so if he's left alone for too long and is allowed to ramp because of the inspiration, his mastery will go up super high and he'll end up just destroying everyone on the field. Additionally, right here, inflicting healing immunity for 4 turns and, you know, reducing his cooldowns, all amazing stuff. So really, not bad things, just all around. If I were to give you an order of operations when it came to like what I would do Force Dyad, then I would do Obscured, and then I meant to click on Family Legacy. Probably Family Legacy and then Redeemed. No, Death Destroyer of Worlds, you are next, my friend. But yes. Ultimate SLKR, TIE Echelon, then CLS, and Relicking Dark Trooper. So you're kind of in that point of having a laundry list as well. You're not like going into any other major farms. Gosh, E-Dude, yes, you are correct. Do I have any videos here that can show different team counters for Territory War, Omicrons, and... Okay, so, JVP, we have something in the works right now, and I'm going to need your guys' help. And there's a lot of you here, so I can tell you guys about it, and I can get it to all of you guys. I don't have a whole lot for Territory Wars, but I'm working on an extra channel, and I'm looking to partner with some other people. It may or may not go through. Even if we don't partner with some other people, we're still going to be making the channel. And the channel isn't going to be monetized. I'm not going to be putting any money into it. I'm not going to be getting any money out of it. And basically what it will be is a dump where I can dump videos that you guys send me. And so I won't be making any money off of it. So, you know, I don't have to worry about you guys being like, I want my cut or anything, because I'm not making any money out of it. The point of the channel is these will go counters where everyone can just dump counters they've done. And so you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I want to see what a Ben version of Rey is against Starkiller. Let's go see it. And you can go and load up like the 15 different versions you have that other people have uploaded. And so I would like to get to that point where I'm going to have things for Territory Wars. I'm going to have things for Grand Arena. I might even have a catalog that'll work out so that way people can search them up, kind of like swigo.gg. But it's going to take some time and going to take some effort. So keep an eye out, and any videos you guys record now are always going to be appreciated, whether it's Grand Arena, Territory War. Just record your videos and keep them in a little folder, and I will call out for them when I'm ready to make the channel. So feels so weird that the TIE Advance has the interceptor claws in its kit. Yeah, it's super weird. Yeah, sounds like Storm is willing to help if you have some questions. And if you just ask your question about what counters you're looking for, like you want some counters for something specific, you can throw them out here, and I'm sure a lot of us can help answer some questions. So my PP right now is the Gungans. We are going for Jar Jar Binks day 1. We're going to get him Relic 9 as fast as we can. It won't be day 1, unfortunately. I just don't have the funds to do so. But we will be getting him Relic 9 as fast as we can, and I am 1 gear piece away from the Gungan Boomadir. And it's not just 1 gear piece, it is 3 pieces. Like, that is it. In fact, we have a little bit here. Nope. Nope. 1. If the game doesn't crash. Nope. F it. I'll spend the 200 crystals just to get this on stream. I'm gonna laugh if we're just... Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. The game's just messing with me, guys. Game's just messing with me. Wild. One more time. I'm a gambling man. Yeah, it's that streamer luck coming in. Hey, Castiel, welcome. Hey, there's one, finally. There we go, guys. Okay. I mean, we gotta play it, right? Hold on.
What's your name? Who's your daddy? Does he wear like me? Take a look at all my relics. Tell me what you see. Come a little closer, let me tell you something. All of these relics, they don't cost me nothing. The bigger the roster, the fatter the water. Wear it every day, every day.
I hate how they increase the time of all animations and leveling up a character. Drives me nuts. Unironically, my favorite song that he's done. Fair. Absolutely fair. And there we go, guys. That is the last requirement. We should get a challenge here, right? Upgrade to Relic 5. And just like that, we have a new title we will be adding in. Bombad General. We are now officially a full Relic 5 Gungan, which also means we will have these guys to use inside Grand Arena this week. So, we won't have any of the Zetas, because I want to do a guide where we do the least amount of Zetas possible for Jar Jar on the day that we unlock them. So, we are trying to do a good guide for people. So, all of them are ready to go, though. Yeah, so the Zetas... Okay, well, let me show you how prepped I am for these Gungans. I have almost 5 Zetas saved up. And I have almost 5 Omicrons saved up. So we are ready for Jar Jar, dude. So yeah, we are doing good. Dude, good point. I should put on... I clicked the wrong thing. But the Galactic Challenge Omicron. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. The Galactic Challenge Omicron is so necessary. Oh no, but farm scrap upgrade ended, which means we can't upgrade anymore. Dang, I guess next time we play farm scrap upgrade, we'll grab the Galactic Challenge Omicron. I fully expect every Zeta and Omicron to go on those Gungans. I don't know if every single Omicron will go, but for sure all the Zetas are probably going to go. Let me check how many Zetas this guy has. I can't check here, but I'm sure that right there is definitely a Zeta. That also is a Zeta. Let's see. That's not going to be a Zeta. I'm guessing 3 Zetas and what was that? 3 Omicrons? 1, 2. Yeah, 3 Zetas, 3 Omicrons is how much he will have. And then on top of that, we'll have 2 extra Zetas, basically. Most likely guaranteed it will go to this guy right here. And just do his leader and his unique. This guy's is currently broken, so there's no point to applying it at the moment. This guy's is nice, but I don't think we need to apply it anytime soon. This guy is also super nice. We'll see if I use it. But yeah, it is a very Zeta and Omicron expensive team. You are correct. Here, 13 Ugnaught. If it says level 82 to 85, it should be a Zeta. Good to know. I mean, let's check. Level 80? Level 84, so this one's a Zeta. So he has 2 Zetas and 3 Omicrons. Yep, 2 Zetas, 3 Omicrons. Because this one is level 80, so that one's not one. Sweet. So yeah, well, let's see. That means we got 2 for Jar Jar, 2 for 2 for Boss Nass, and probably either 1 for Tarples. Might be Phalanx, but probably Tarples. Yes, territory battle rewards tomorrow if the game fixes itself at all. Are you only able to play if you own a Jabba right now? I don't own a Jabba. Gosh, I fell so far because I was testing a counter. And I just haven't bothered to fight my way back up fully. I need to fight my way up in my Fleet Arena Shard. But yeah, I don't own Jabba, and I'm in the game right now. Okay, let's jump back into this roster review. Sorry, we're getting distracted here. Okay. Riva Song, which we established last week is a reference to Doctor Who. Also, I don't know if I said it, but hello, Nova. Welcome, my friend. And also, welcome to all of you who are just hiding out and lurking. I always love having my personal stalkers. They are my favorite people. I've always wanted to get a job as an overnight stalker at a grocery store, just so that way I can say I'm a professional stalker. Sounds good, Appley. You enjoy yourself regardless of whether or not you come back. So you're working on the SLKR Ultimate, and then you're working on some laundry list things, including the Enchilada, which is great. Savaggio Press at Relic 5 should be on your list even before you start investing into things with your Lightspeed bundles you're about to get. Can't wait to get roasted for my mods. So if you go to the Discord, there's a section for roster reviews right here, and you just put it in, and I will get to you when I have time. If you want to go first in the list, you can always donate. Or if you want to have me roast other people's rosters, you can donate $5 and give me the roster. Okay, so Riva. Beautiful, very nice. So the Savage, I think, needs to happen first. I think not dropping the SLKR farm just to get, you know, ultimate is obviously something you really want to do. You should pin a message with Discord invite link. I mean, yeah, I could do that real quick. Hold on. There you go. Merry Christmas. Horrific account. Where is your Relic 4 Clone Sergeant? McAir, yes. It's called power creep. There will always be someone more powerful. Is it going to happen anytime soon? Absolutely not. But is there going to be? Most likely. People ask the same thing about Malgus. Like, they'll always find a way to outdo previous content. So yeah, Savage, Dark Trooper, wherever he is, I think are excellent farms for you. The question is, like, what would you add into your farms? Like, I think adding it in after your current, like, small projects that you're doing is fantastic. Zeta Finn or Zori first? Zeta Finn. Finn is what gives you the turn meter train. We'll see, Caleb. We'll see. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah. So, like, yeah, you could add in, like, I would add into your just regular energy farms at some point soon. Add in Marin to your energy farms if you're going to be getting all the Lightspeed bundles. Start going through your 5.0 first and start working on them through the stores that they're gotten from, as well as, like, you know, maybe consider adding Arc Trooper into your farms and that kind of thing. But, like, honestly, I would finish your current farms and then start pushing into those farms. So finish that Savage, you know, finish that Dark Trooper, continue on that Echelon, and continue on that Ultimate. I wouldn't put your current Lightspeed bundles you're about to get priority over what you have. What you could do, though, I will say, is you could try to roll yourself a level 9 Geo one if you want to, but that is up to you entirely. Considering your Zeta problems, then yeah, use what you currently have. Don't sleep on what you currently have, because you already have the Zetas invested into some teams. Like, you already have the Piet Zetas on him, so finish your Dark Trooper. You already have the Zeta invested into Savage, so Relic 5 him. Sounds good, Aristide Alphon, however you say your name. I will see you in 20 minutes, my friend. So, you know, work on what you have and finish what you have, because, like, the Geos, you could drop one Zeta on the Geos and immediately have them good, but I'm guessing you already have the Zeta that you need on the Geos. No, you haven't worked on your Geos at all. That's wild. It's been a long time since I've seen an account with no Geos. But yeah, it's just one Zeta on this team, and it'll be immediately good, and that's Queen's Will right here. This is the only Zeta you're going to need once you get that Lightspeed bundle. You're going to have to take some time and get Marin. That's going to take a long time. Until then, Night Sisters work really well without any Zetas. You can call it a day with 0 Zetas and be happy with it. You know, your Padme team, I guess, sure, if you want to invest in the Padme team. Your droids, only if you're going to start looking up a Grievous. Am I going to sit there and be like, ah, yes, you should take the time to drop Zetas on this team. So, like, focus down the stuff that you currently have. Yeah, I mean, at this point, obviously, no one's, yeah. At this point, no one's putting any more investment in Geos, because everyone's just going to purchase the Geos at this point. But what I'm saying is the fact that they haven't invested in Geos up to this point is wild. Hey, Healer, welcome back. Shouldn't you be in bed soon? Next just went to bed. Ooh. I don't think so, but I mean, certainly give it a try. I've never tried it myself, but there's a, you know, I'm debating buying the Conquest Pass Plus next time. If you're considering at all just refreshing even one, you might as well buy the Conquest Pass Plus Death Destroyer Worlds. It's not a bad thing as long as you have a lot of the ones still needed to finish. So I'm at like no shards for Quadme. I think I'm at 120 right now. But yeah, so finish your farms, then circle back around and use your light speed bundles, because like you're already finishing your current farms and finishing your current stuff. So like I honestly would rather see this happen. Like, don't focus down Padme, don't focus down, like you could put in like Marin into your farms, obviously, but like, you know, your Geos are immediately going to be good. Your Night Sisters are immediately going to be good. You're going to have a so-so Padme team. You're going to have a so-so Separatist team. Push into your Rey. Finish what you currently have in your stuff, and then circle back around. I don't suggest changing your farms entirely for this new stuff that you're getting. Especially because, you know, what you have in your account is already really good, and getting yourself a Rey to go with that Raycron is going to be phenomenal. So, yeah, fair enough, Death Destroyer. Yeah, with how amazing Bane is, a lot of people are not impressed with Quadme. I'm going to turn on my light real quick and grab a soda. Okay, I'm back and I have my soda. Oh no, I'm wearing my Pepsi shirt and holding a Coke. Hopefully my boss isn't in chat. People don't like Quagmire. Basically, gold crate is what you should be shooting for, but the absolute least you need, I think the 450 crate is the absolute least you can do, to answer your question, Caleb Wheeler. And how hard is hard conquest? Very hard. If you're trying to go for a character, extremely hard. If you're just trying to get good rewards, it's fairly difficult. I'd say don't attempt it until you have like 2 or 3 teams that can get you through it, because just having one team is not enough to get you through it. Yeah. See, that was one of the biggest problems for me going for Quadme, is the fact that I have to go for 2 marquee characters too, just to make her good. And there's like no way that I can afford going for more marquee characters. In fact, once we get Relic 9 Jar Jar, I'm cutting myself off and I'm going to go back to my normal spending for this game. Like pre getting into the whole you know, channel and everything, because I need to save up for moving the beaver dam is the whole point of everything. And so you know, I can't afford to spend much money on this game, and so I'm going to be pulling back my spending, and there's no way I'm going for more marquees. I love how accessible marquee characters are nowadays with the things that they've done. It does not mean that I'm going to be purchasing every marquee from now on, because I can't afford $150 per character. So do you think I can do hard conquest this time? If you have the ultimate, by the time it comes back around, I definitely think you could do hard conquest and at least finish 3 sectors, if not farther, with this account. Like, you have a CLS team, you have a Dash Rendar team, you have an SLKR team, and you have a Starkiller team. I think you'll be fine in hard mode conquest, gonna be honest. You've set yourself up for some good success here. Okay. Jumping into Death Destroyer of Worlds. Are you here, my friend? I know you hopped out and hopped back in. Oh, there you go. I was able to do the Purge and Inquisitorious feats this time, which was super nice. So is this your alt account? What is this? Just finished JKC. Okay, so this is your main account most likely, unless you have some wild alt accounts. Just finished JKCK prereqs working on Levy. Taking the Chevy to the Levy. So, well, let's take a look at this. Oh, so this is why you're asking about the considering the redo. You're looking for the Fury class interceptor. That's what you're working on right now. Yeah, okay. I mean, if you're pushing Leviathan, Leviathan is an excellent addition to your roster, but also you got to think, what do you have lying around? Do you spend money? What kind of crystals do you have lying around? Because a 4-star Leviathan is garbage, like flaming garbage. Like I take it out with poop, like literal just poop that I have in my hand for some reason, that I just flung at Leviathan and it fell apart. So if you have a lot of crystals saved up, if you're willing to spend money getting to a 7-star Leviathan, I would push getting that Leviathan faster because you can get it up. But honestly, if you don't have the crystals lying around right now, I'd rather you save those crystals and save that money and use that towards getting yourself a 7-star Leviathan, even if it takes a little bit longer. Exactly, Cube Labs. I would rather have hand poop than the Leviathan. Yeah, that is exactly what I would do, Death Destroyer of Worlds, is I would slow farm the Fury class and save up crystals for a 7-star Leviathan. Because, like, it's a common problem that, you know, everyone's having is, you know, with the 4-star Profundity, you can still take out Executor. With the 4-star, Executor, you can still take out Profundity. But with a 4-star Leviathan, you can sit there and giggle as you watch it fall apart. That's basically just how the fleet works. And so it hurts my soul to say, but they really dropped the ball on the designing of Leviathan originally, and they made 7-star Leviathan absolutely busted. But until you get it to 7-star, yeah, it's not too hard. How much does it cost to get to 7-star? You get 10 shards for free. It costs $999 for a refresh. So then you are going to have to get 250, so 240. So yeah, you're gonna need, I'm not gonna do the 99s. You're gonna need 24,000 crystals to get it. About 23. Where are you getting 23? Because you need, it only comes 10 shards at a time, and you need 245, and you get 10 free shards because you get to do the bonus tier once, just because it's once a month. And so I'm doing 24,000. Isn't that right? Or hold on. Yeah, 245. Yeah. So I think 24,000, right, Farmstar? I could be doing my math wrong. It's been a long time since I've gotten Executor, so. But yeah, so if you got your JKCK prereqs, let's look at your day 1 7-star. 26k. Why 26? 25k? Okay. We're in the ballpark, somewhere around 25k, guys. Yeah, so that would be 25k, but then you get 10 shards for free, and so it would be 24k. 26.2 crystals for 7-star? I don't know the 26.2. Is the 26.2 if you're buying the packs, though? Is that buying packs instead of just completing the battle? Is my question. Yeah. Yeah, I think, Justin, you're calculating for packs. If we're actually playing the mission, though, it only costs $999 for the refreshes instead of the 1,200. Okay, got it. Yep. Yeah, so I think 24k is the number, but regardless, save up the 25k, you can always use an extra 1,000 crystals. Why am I looking at your scoundrels? I meant to select unaligned force users. Oh, you don't. That's interesting. With an account like this, I would have assumed you'd have a Malicos. But I'm not seeing a Malicos anywhere. Okay. Okay. Well, okay, so first things first, dude. Why aren't your Wookiees all Relic 9? You should have a Relic 9 Tarful right now. And especially a Relic 9 Clone Wars Chewbacca. Like, this is obviously bad. But yeah, no. Anyways. Yes, Legolas has great mods and he always farms Inquisitors. But yeah, I'm not okay. The Death Destroyer of Worlds. The problem with your account is I don't have a lot that I can say about your account that's bad, because you've been very efficient. You take the time to finish side farms. Like, there's not a whole lot that I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, what are you doing here? Like, you finish your farms, and so it's always fun going through your account to see the cool stuff that you have, but it's never something where I'm like, oh, you're missing this, how dare you? It's like, hey, here's a couple fun farms for you. You finished JKCK, Lord Vader's falling out of the meta, consider doing them all Deloreans, you know? Because, like, you're even taking the time to, like, Relic 9 your Chrysanthemum, so, like, you know, 84 of 100 on Defender. Was the 6-star TDC? No, it was not mentioned, but I figured he was working on it. If it's sitting there, I figured he's working on it. But, you know, yeah. Like, it's going to be better if I go to this side and, like, look at what you have left. I would suggest, considering where your account is, you might as well go for the Gungans, but I'm not saying spend money. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that you will have plenty of time to farm them at one shard at a time, but when they all become one shard farmable, I would suggest going for them. Yeah, hard Gungan push. Do it for the Jar Jar. But yeah, no, like, that's not a bad farm for anyone, just because it's going to be helpful inside the new raid. So, especially for an account this large, so once you get to, like, the 10 million zone, it's cleaning up holes and choosing your PPs. That is the rest of the game, is cleaning up holes, choosing PPs. And so for a lot of people at your level, I'm going to say this for, you know, a lot of people watching, cleaning up your holes is going to be things like, you know, you have a Chrysanthemum at Relic 5 for the requirement, but you need to be able to bring him up to Relic 8 to make him viable and great for, you know, being able to stop counters from working. You're looking at your PPs and you're like, I really want a Relic 8 Star Killer. I love what he's doing at Relic 5 and I just want to up his damage. 100% go for it. Relic 7 Wampa, yeah, abso-freaking-lutely. Dark Trooper at Relic 5, make sure you have that in your roster. Making sure you're taking the time to do things like that beautiful, beautiful BAM that I saw in here of Relic 8 for the Executor. Like, he's really good about fixing his holes and everything, and at this point, it's just choosing his PPs. JKCK sounds like a fantastic PP. I'm going to say Gungans, just because it'll help your guild and help your account. But besides that, TDC, yeah, of course. Leviathan, fantastic, absolutely. Like, I don't see a problem with what you're farming. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying, Death Destroyer. I'm not saying purchase Gungans. I'm not saying go in and start purchasing shards. I'm saying slow farm them one shard at a time. You'll have multiple opportunities to get Jar Jar. Don't be trying to rush it. 100%. Bow farm is a possibility for him, but he's very far away from Bow. Like, far enough away from Bow that at this point I would probably wait for them to hit double drops and I would push the Gungans instead, personally. But yeah. Yeah, Caleb Wheeler. Yeah, this account is so bad, I'll take it and fix the problems, and you can have my 3.3 million GP account. Death Destroyer of Worlds, I think that's a great trade. I highly suggest you go for it. Where's the max cup? But yeah, honestly, The triple middle finger, I think, is one of the greatest things that you can possibly have an account this large, and so going for Leviathan, I don't think it's going to be, like, a terrible idea whatsoever, but I will warn you, like, I know we've already talked about it, but the fact that a 6-star, a 5-star, and a 4-star Leviathan are pretty much garbage, it hurts my soul, I know, but I'd rather you slow farm the Fury class Interceptor so you can have that instant 7-star. So... Death Destroyer of Worlds. If someone donates Rabid Beaver $300, I will Relic Knight every Gungan, apply every Zeta, apply every Omi ASAP. Oh gosh. Hurry, someone do it. Oh gosh. Oh, a Aristide, I believe, is the guy who's, or girl, or whatever they might be, Rhodian. We're gonna say Rhodian. I believe Aristide is the Rhodian that said they were leaving. Oh, okay, they're back. Okay. Hey, Shush, welcome, welcome. Snack, where are you when I need you? Dude, Snack's last donation being $69 exactly was hilarious. I loved that. And it gave me milk during the hot sauce challenge. And so Snack is my favorite right now. Okay. Aristide, let's get into your account. I can't afford gas, let alone that fare. I could have sworn I grabbed the right one. Hold on. Did I accidentally hit the wrong button when I was trying to control C? Yeah, there we go. Beautiful Cube Labs. Sadly, you can't whale. You can. It's just a terrible exchange rate. The exchange rate for whaling for Omis is absolutely awful because all of their packs that contain Omis are so bad. Hey, E-Man, welcome, welcome. Okay, so Aristide said, I finished Starkiller. Oh my gosh. I want to take a moment, and I want to say Aristide is one of my favorite accounts that I have seen so far in the last couple of weeks. Just because they finished their Starkiller. I can't tell you how many people I've run into lately that haven't finished their Starkiller, and it hurts my soul. And a finished Zori. And a finished Bane, like... I can't complain about this account. I'm sure I'll find something to complain about, but I can't complain about this account. Okay, upgrading Ben for Ray. Excellent idea. I was thinking of upgrading Fennec. Last for the Lord Vader counter and armor for the Kenobi counter with C. Honestly, not bad side farms. I've been considering the same thing. I'm working on the armor right now. She got pushed off hardcore because of Gungans and everything else that's happened so far. So... so yeah, like, you know, honestly, I don't think filling in those holes is ever a bad idea. But I don't know if I would go for Profundity or any other GL. I only have Executor for now. I'm feeling it's hard on Kyber 2. Fair. I think you're at the point where you break into the Rebels. Like, you know, you crack open a nice cold case of the Rebels. I'm just checking to see if I see any holes before I, like, fully double down on what I'm about to tell you. Yeah, I'm not really seeing many holes here. Like, anything that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you've done this. Like, honestly, your account's looking pretty streamlined. You're doing some good stuff. Here's my problem with considering the Profundity. I love the Profundity. The Profundity is a great option. Your Adrad's 4 stars. Your Mon Mothma's 7 stars, though. My personal preference is you go for JML into Profundity. I know a lot of people are doing Jabba just because of the mods, and the mods are great. But, like, you're so close to JML already. And it gets you another team as well, and it's a good team. You're getting the CLS team off the ground. You already have your Rolo and your Cholo done. You're not that far from Jedi Knight Luke. I'm sure you have some Jedi already lying around. Like you have a Jedi Knight Revan to throw with that Jedi Knight Luke, so you're going to get 2 teams out of going for Jedi Knight Luke into Jedi Master Luke. And then that'll give you the time to farm up Radis to jump into JML. So that would be my suggestion personally, because it's going to give you not only 2 teams, but a GL and time to finish your AdRad, and you're not necessarily skipping farms. Like, you're not working on Profundity, because you still need the Y-Wing, you still need the Relic Mon Mothma, like, they're shared farms. So I don't think it'll be a bad thing whatsoever. So Jamal should be your first farm, 100%. You need Hermit Yoda, and that's a pain. True. If you're really worried about waiting for, Hoda, I get it, I guess, but like, it doesn't take that long nowadays, honestly. Like, you are looking at getting 2 payouts for territory battles in the next week, plus probably 2 raids for you. Spending all of that, you're already going to have, like 100 shards for Hoda. Excuse me, I'm dying. Watch Joe come in and mess up my day, drop the $300, and then just end up with you having to Relic 9 every Gungan. Jamal is JML, yes. Someone called him Jamal by accident earlier in the stream, and we thought it was hilarious, so I'm going to start calling him Jamal. But yeah, so, not, like... And that's the thing, is even if you don't have Hoda right now, you have Armor that you want to finish, you have Ben that you want to finish, and you have a CLS team to finish. Because I'd always rather see people finish the CLS team before they finish the Jedi Knight Luke requirements. And so that gives you time in which you can work on those things and get yourself that Hoda. And so honestly, that would be my suggestion for you to, for a way to go for this account. If you want to push Profundity, you can, and I don't think it's necessarily going to be a bad thing for this roster. Let's take a look at your Rebel ships. Like, I think, yeah, like, you're pretty close on Outrider, you're pretty close on Biston's U-Wing, so, like, you could push for Profundity immediately, but I think that getting a couple more teams, as well as getting Profundity along the way, I think it's just more efficient and works really well. So that would be my suggestion. No, we have not announced who's won the tournament. Last I checked, we were still waiting on a couple people. Let me check the GAC Overseers chat. See if anyone's figured it out. Okay. So yeah, we're still missing a couple people, unfortunately. So as soon as I figure out who won, I will announce it. It might not be on the stream. I might just announce it straight up in our Discord if they don't get it figured out by then. But yes. So Aristide, hopefully that kind of helps you get an idea of where I would go with this account. But of course, a PP is a PP, and if you feel like you really need another fleet, go for another fleet. Like, I'm not going to say Profundity's bad. In fact, it's great. I think that's a great direction. I just think that JML is going to be a little bit better of a farm to get to Profundity. So, sounds good, Q Labs. You have a damn amazing night, my friend. Yeah, excellent fleets in general. No wonder you're having fun in Kyber too. Like, you're doing solid. Your fleets look great. So yeah, honestly, I would just suggest that for the route you would take. Jedi Knight Saleya, are you here? I would like advice on good offensive squads for Grand Arena. I'll be getting Lightspeed bundles when they come. I would also like to know which GL I should go for first. Okay, interesting. This is the same account. I keep doing that by accident. I could have sworn I hit Control C. Maybe I'm hitting like Control X by accident or something. Okay. I'm gonna try and just go with Saleya basically to address you. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Way too many accents for me to understand what's happening. Okay, so your first GL. Good offense teams. Well, your first GL should be Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Let me just check first order overall. Yeah. So 1 relic 7 there, 1 relic 7 there. You already have the 1 Zeta you need. You just need Hux's Zeta. And then you have Emperor Palpatine at 7 stars. He needs to be relic 7. What's the other one? It's Resistance. I think you already have him, right? Yeah, Veteran Smuggler Han at relic 5. So yeah. You don't need the Sith Trooper Zeta to get through the event. I'm just looking at bare minimum Zetas for getting through the event. So all you need left is Hux's Zeta to be able to get through the event. Then it's just 3 characters up to relic 7, and you're already started. Do you already have the finalizer? So you need to work on the finalizer. So that's your big holdup, yeah. So I would start working on the finalizer requirements and go all in on that. I don't know how much you have already. Yeah, event you don't need the Zeta. It's a great Zeta though. I'm not saying it's not. Sith Trooper's an excellent Zeta. I know that counts as Lightspeed Bundle count. First generation. Another member found. Yeah, so definitely SLKR. Okay, so you're getting the other Lightspeed bundles. I would suggest Arnold's free-to-play guide from last year. Go find his old free-to-play guide where he starts off with the SLKR farm as a first farm. I think you should follow what he's doing with his free-to-play account. I would put an addendum in there and do a side PP. PP is a passion project. Big PPs are a good thing, but they have to be handled well. If you're going to buy the Lightspeed bundles, I don't want you sleeping on Lightspeed bundles. Like right here, you have the SLKR Lightspeed bundle. I want you to finish SLKR. It's going to be huge for your account. It's going to do so much for you in Grand Arena. It's going to do so much for you getting a good starting fleet with the finalizer. You're going to just be doing excellent work. This is where I started, was I got a finalizer and I got the First Order as my first majors teams. So big PPs, big passion projects. You know, we have big PPs like gas, you know, it requires a ton, and then there's little PPs where you're just like, I just really like Tarful, so I went and got some Wookiees. You know, big PPs, little PPs, whatever they are, we don't shame PPs here. There's nothing wrong with a little PP. So I want you to finish your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I really do. And then after that, go for gas. It's what I did, and you're buying a Lightspeed bundle that makes it much easier for you than it was for me. Get your gas done. That being said, you're going to want to start paying attention to the 501st here. You know, make sure you get them to 7 stars and start gearing them up, but you want to leave that till after you finish your First Order. Don't start farming gas early. Get shards if you need to for characters that you're looking at, like General Grievous. You should start picking up shards for them at some point soon. I mean, you can just pick them up from Fleet Arena, so just pay attention to Fleet Arena and pick up shards for Grievous whenever you see them. You're also going to start picking up shards for Marin under the Night Sister tag. Just keep pulling some shards here and there for Marin here. Try to get her to 7 stars. Don't make her a big focus. Just kind of put her in the background. So General Grievous is a back farm. 501st is a back farm. And then Marin is a back farm. And then everything else should just be focused on getting that First Order and the finalizer fleet finished. You're also going to want to add in the BTLB at some point, but regardless, if you're finishing your Bosk Houndstooth, you can use that with your negotiator until you get a BTLB, so you can put that on the back burner. But I want you to focus down SLKR. Do not sleep on SLKR. You're so incredibly close. Get your first GL. It is so incredibly helpful. It'll be better than gas. And then go for gas. Circle around to Executor. Build yourself some Imperial Troopers. And then go for Sith Eternal. That is going to be your best bet, and these will be your kind of side farms. You know, Marin, 501st, BTLB. These are going to be your side farms in between these major projects that you're doing. But follow Arnold's free-to-play guide, and it's going to be super nice. It's what I did with my account. It's going to be the best thing for your account. You already have a foot in the door. Use it. Do not be inefficient with your farms. So you all should donate to Mr. Beaver. Jelly, there is, if you look at the pinned comment over in the chat, there is a link to the Discord. You can add yourself to the list. If you want to skip the list, you can always donate. Yeah, no problem, Soleil. Any questions at all with that? I know I kind of just, like, unloaded on you there. And luckily you can watch this back and kind of write down the characters that I just listed off and everything. But do you have any questions at all? This Bosk and this Houndstooth should be like your first priority, by the way. Okay, Soleil, awesome. You know, solid looking account. You have a solid start in the game. The light speed bundle you got is huge for you. Houndstooth is one of the best plug and play ships in the game. Make sure it's one of your first farms you finish. And I would love to see where you go with this account in general. So keep us updated, keep coming back, and we'd love to keep going with you and help you out if you need to take a break from the farms. You know, we can talk you through what we suggest, that kind of thing. Also, keep in mind, if you haven't already figured out how mods work and everything, go watch my mod farming video to figure out how to farm mods. But speed is key. Get yourself some good speed mods. And that's not talking about speed as in the primary set. That is talking about the secondaries. So if a mod doesn't have speed in here, it's not the best mod. This is a good mod. This has 9 speed. That is awesome. You know, this has 8 speed. That's a good mod. This right here, speed primary, perfect for almost every arrow for almost every character. So speed is key. Get some good mods and you're going to be doing fine. As for, oh, that's right, you wanted offensive squads and everything. So the squads that you can break up into, basically, it's just what you have on you, is you have an Emperor Palpatine squad with Darth Vader and Mara Jade. You're going to want to put as much speed mods on Mara Jade as you can. You also have a Finn team you could put together with just these random people that you have here with these resistance, and just get yourself a Zori. You can get her 2-star, gear 9, so almost no investment, and it'll immediately make a team that's usable. Is it going to be amazing? No, but it's going to be a team that's usable. You also have a Kylo Ren Unmasked team, so that's Kylo Ren, Sith Troopers, First Order Stormtrooper, Hux, and then really any fifth, honestly. Just take your pick. A lot of people use Kylo Ren. I personally prefer using Kylo Ren as a solo for things, but if you don't have the Zeta, put them with that team. So Kylo Ren Unmasked, Kylo Ren, Hux, Sith Trooper, First Order Stormtrooper. Then you have another team of Phasma with all of the other First Order, basically. So, okay. Jumping into Legolas's account, let's see which account this is of his like 752 accounts that he runs. Oh, this is your son's account. I don't know if we've looked at this yet. Chimera Rush, that's interesting. I was going for Chimera pretty hard near the beginning just because I love Thrawn, and then back then Chimera didn't have a place in the meta, and so it really depressed me. And so I stopped going for him after I got him to 5 stars, and then they added in the TDC, and all of a sudden he was like the greatest thing known to mankind. Apparently I forgot to turn off my ringer. My apologies, my friends. Okay. So, queso means cheese in Spanish. I just got my first 3-0 on my son's account with Starkiller on defense. Heck yes. I'm finishing up Grand Inquisitor requirements, and I'll get it by the time May 4th hits. Very, very nice. Yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then Grand Inquisitor as the Lightspeed bundles, new ones approaching. Should I get the Seps or the Night Sister Lightspeed bundles, as this accounts to focus on GL counters as off meta? Well, I mean, if you're going for off meta counters, Night Sisters can off meta counter Jabba, or at least bring it down to a 2-shot. Excuse me. So if you're looking to stay on theme, you're going to get the Night Sisters and start working towards a Marin. So this is like when you like put down money into a college fund and they're like 2 years old, and you're just like, oh, this will grow over time. Same kind of thing here. He's prepping his son to have a great account. So. Oh gosh. Okay. So yeah, Night Sisters, absolutely. If you're looking to buy, I mean, Lightspeed bundles, though, I would suggest getting both of them just because they're a good deal. But yeah, like, I mean, it's not gonna be a bad thing to have the Seps. So. Like, and that's the thing, is like, you get the Seps, and then you get General Grievous, and all of a sudden you have an off-meta JML counter. And we'll see. He actually might be able to beat more with the stat. I'm very curious what happens with the stat in the coming time as people get higher relics. He has a college fund. You're not spending his college fund on this. I wasn't insinuating you were. I was just saying it's like a college fund. You're investing in an account to give to him to have fun. You have a 7-star Marin, so yeah, Night Sisters, and then getting that other one, I mean, you're going to have a GG team, so honestly, I think both of them are viable, but Night Sisters would be my preference if you're just trying to get one. So, that would be my suggestion to you. Overall, honestly, you're always very, very efficient with your roster, so I'm not going to give you, like, anything specific where I'm like, oh, you should farm up this character. Because, like, obviously, you are very, very efficient with your rosters. But yeah. Honestly, you can get both. Also, can we get some members in here to get some General Kenobis for Anakin Lavacrawler and Phoebe here? Come on, guys, you're sleeping on it. We got Pio Maya in here, we got E-Man, we got Justin, we got all you guys. Come on, get some General Kenobis in there. What if your son ends up hating Star Wars? Then I don't think that would be a son anymore. I think that would be an orphan. Could be wrong, though. Welcome, Dope Man. Got a couple more General Kenobis in there for him. Nah, you can't General Kenobi yourself. Thank you, Wep. Sirens, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. Okay, so. What's 16 more years? Exactly. This is Legolas's, and so he's super, super efficient. He runs multiple accounts. And so if we look at his beautiful Mara Jade, I'm sure we will be amazed by his mods. Actually, not very great. Gonna be honest. Let's see who your fastest character is. Because usually your mods are just spectacular for these characters. Ah, there's your good mods. Which a 600,000 count with a frickin' 300 and over 300 speed character is insane. I could always make another kid. I'll be working on Treya after I'm done with Reva. Excellent choice, honestly. I think Treya is one of the best free-to-play friendly counters for like different GLs and stuff, and can take down most of a team of any of the light side GLs. And so like I don't think that's a bad choice whatsoever. So yeah. He'll be thanking you later, yes. Exactly. Okay. We got Inyak Solomon. Honestly, Justin Legolas, we might go against each other in Grand Arena. You're right around my spot. Bane fail against Finn? No, I haven't. Okay, Bob, this is you? Okay, Bob, I don't think... I'm trying to figure out if I've done your roster before, because I swear I recognize your username and your picture, but, like, I don't know if that's right. Okay, so you have a Relic 8 Bane. Beautiful. You're focused on Gak, which I think most people are. Ah, I was in cohort of Bushwookies. Okay, that's where I recognize you. Yep. Are you now in Green Company, or have you since moved on to your own thing? Fair enough, Healer. You have a great night. You're slowly finishing up JKCK. We'll have him when this event is permanent. Okay, fair. Okay. Oh, was cohort like a... Okay, so Legion of Bush Wookiees is like the main group, and then cohort of Bush Wookiees is like the, was like the smaller side. Got it. Okay, I understand. So you're slowly finishing up JKCK, and we'll have him when the event is permanent, saving for Gungans and farming JMK. Gungans is an interesting farm for this. I hope you're planning on doing like the one shard at a time kind of farm. Farming JMK in the long term. Are you close to Cat? Is that why you're thinking JMK? Because without Cat, JMK is pretty worthless. Expecting to buy the gas lightspeed bundle to speed up JMK. Makes sense. Cat and Ben solo done in about 6 months. If only I just like actually finish reading instead of just looking through the account as soon as I see something that I question. Like, it's crazy. It's almost like you guys give me the information that I need. I've been hoarding, generally waiting to see what the next fleet is, but I could add some high relics to key tunes. Okay. I'm gonna take a look at your fleets. You're in Kyber 3. You have a relic Iden. I love to see that, but no TIE Interceptor, which is interesting to see. That's not very common at someone of your level. You finish this fleet, or finished it. You have a 6-star, but kind of tempted to get Jar Jar. I mean, it's going to be good for the raid, so I mean, and the fact that it's not like a full GL that you have to farm is not actually that bad compared to like the getting Jabba for the Crate Dragon raid next month for the TIE Interceptor. Sweet, beautiful. And you don't even need to level that up. You just need to have her unlocked and you're fine. Okay, so you're gonna have that. I would highly suggest adding the BTLB to your farming list ASAP, because you're getting the gas lightspeed bundle. This is one of the ships that is not involved that is vitally important for this fleet. So I would highly suggest adding that to your farming list. So you're saving for Gungans and farming JMK long term. I don't have a problem with that, honestly. JMK is a great character. You have JML. Do you have the Profundity? Like, I almost think you should go for Profundity soon. Like, Profundity and the Rebel Trio is kind of like where I would go with this account personally. Like, I get if you really want to go for JMK, but like, even if you were to get Cat and Ben, you could use them both with Rey until you can circle around back to JMK. But like, getting yourself a Profundity, you already have, I mean, we can count the requirements, but like, you have all of the ships done. You have Outrider at Relic 5 of Relic 7. You have Hera at Relic 3 of Relic 5. You have Mon Mothma up to Relic level. You're very close to Profundity. Is there any particular reason why you're avoiding Profundity? Oh, very nice. Tell your girlfriend congratulations from the random weird guy online. Bane Proving Grounds better not be insane difficulty. It's just Bob. Just wanting to say raid relevant, so went JMK. I mean, if you're going to go for the Gungans, I don't know if you necessarily need to stay more raid relevant than that. Especially, you know, if you're going to get the gas bundle, that'll already kind of get you into that area. Because obviously JMK is not going to be allowed inside the raid, because that would overshadow all kinds of teams. Actually, it honestly wouldn't, personally, if they're doing it the way that I think they're doing it. But I don't think they're going to want a GL in here unless it's the GL that they create for the raid. So I don't think you're going to be able to use JMK in there. The best Mon Mothma team is, well, it's Mon Mothma. I think it's Mon Mothma, Hoth Rebel Scout, Kyle Katarn, what is her name? Cara Dune. So Kyle Katarn and Cara Dune are basically the absolutes. Hoth Rebel Scout is basically an absolute, and then the 5th slot is kind of just whoever you want to throw in there. Pow's good, Biston's good, Cassian's good, so, you know. But yeah, so I don't know. Drogon is technically the best. Yeah, but Drogon is a hard sell to throw in a Mon Mothma team. Yeah. Okay, you said HTS, I was like sitting here, I'm like, I don't know what that means. Houndstooth ship. Okay. So yeah, overall. Oh gosh. Okay, buddy. Hold on. Hold up. Oh, wait a gosh dang minute. Your fleets look good. Yeah, but I'm seeing finish your farms, my friend. Hold up. We have a Gear 12 non-Relic 5 Savage Press. We have a Gear 12 non-Relic 5 at least bare minimum Relic 5 Darth Malik. Like, you have a Darth Revan. It looks like you're working on Darth Revan at least. So, like, that's good. But, like, finish your farms, dude. Yeah, finish your farms. And, like, I think the gas bundle will give you enough viability. I don't think they'll let JMK into the new raid. And so I don't think JMK necessarily needs to be immediately farmed. And I would probably go for the Profundity. If you're looking for the best thing for this account, like the next step that is the best thing, not only efficiency-wise, but also to get you more wins, it's going to be Profundity. And then you can circle back to JMK if you want to. I would personally go for Jabba and get those delicious mod materials each month. And then, you know, whenever you feel like it, you can always circle back to JMK. But, yes, Tamoy, I'm going to buy a couple of Lightspeed bundles for myself. So, no Zombie or Spirit better in Marion team. Oh, not no. Night Sister Zombie or Spirit better in Marion team. Night Sister Zombie is better in a Marion team. Yeah, so, like, you can definitely get some uses out of the stuff that you're getting from gas. But yeah, I definitely think JMK should be pushed down the road, and I think Profundity should be pushed up into the list. It's just my personal, like, I definitely think that will help this account most. Like, I would love to see Profundity and finishing some farms for a bit. And during those finishing farms, you can, you know, you can finish some of those things you got. Because, like, you know, yeah, maybe you're not pushing gas immediately, but you already have a Shock T and you can get your 501st up, and if those are usable in the raid, great. You already have a Relic 5 General Grievous, you're about to get your droids finished, so you already have a team right there. So just getting the gas bundle alone is gonna be, yeah. Tassos, if you go to the Discord link above, you can go ahead and join in the list. Yeah, General Grievous wasn't in the Phantom Menace, but who else are we going to put as a leader for the droids? Because there's not like a good leader for droids. There's not a whole lot of good Separatist leaders in general, so. Yeah, Piet wasn't on Endor. I mean, Piet was above Endor, wasn't he? Yeah, Piet was above Endor, technically. Because he was the head of the Executor when it crashed into the Death Star. General Kalani. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But, like, yeah. I guess technically Pog will lead, but that takes away from our Geos. But, like, would we even be able to use Poggle inside the raid? So it's gonna be similar to the Crate Dragon raid, where it's 1 round. So all raids nowadays are gonna be 1 round, is what they announced, and so it'll be 1 round. It sounds like it's going to be similar to the Sector 3 boss of Conquest, where it's like waves of B1s. That is what people are theorizing is what the raid's going to look like. We'll see, though. Honestly, kind of uninteresting and really, really glitchy from just looking at that. So, regardless, it'll be one... it's supposed to be the Battle of Naboo, and it's going to be one phase. That's what we know so far. Nah, unfortunately, the older format is kind of dead with the bosses, because they want people to be able to all contribute without ending up with the whole, like, everyone's just trying to rush in and do everything. So... I don't know. If you want to go for JMK, go for JMK. Regardless, I do think you should finish some farms, finish your Sith Empire, get yourself that Savage Relic up, because that's, you know, an immediate, not only great solo character, but can also take down JML, which I do still see in Kyber, regardless of what other people say. Like, I would love to see a Relic Dark Trooper to go with your Piet, because you already have the Fear Zeta. So, like, a Relic 5 Dark Trooper, especially since you already have them at 7-star. So, like, there's definitely some finish your farm stuff that's in here that I could definitely point at. But if you're worried about the raid and that kind of thing, I can understand you going for gas. I can understand you go for JMK. Go for it. I just can't see JMK being used in the overall raid, and so I would suggest the Profundity, just because I think that would be a better farm for this account. So, quick look at your speed mods. 337, love to see it on Mara Jade. Looking sexy. As you have a mod fall off is the question. $264. Not bad, dude. Not bad. Solid mods. Your First Order officer is faster than your Hux. You have a good grasp of what characters should be fast. I told someone else this earlier. I would suggest dropping BB-8 soon. BB-8 doesn't need to be fast because, you know, we're dropping him as soon as we have someone else to take his place, whether that be L3, whether that be Cal, whether that be Ben. He's the first one to drop. But right now, I'm not going to say take off his speed mods immediately, because you have the Holdocron, and the Holdocron does work better when you have more resistance. And so, honestly, right now, I'm not running Cal Kestis with my Rey. I'm not running L3 with my Rey. I'm just running full resistance right now. It's working great. So... Yeah, Caleb, I 100% agree with you, because I think it's really stupid that people farmed and got like things like the Omicron for the raid for Crate Dragon, and all of a sudden now it's completely worthless. Big Ninja, that is entirely up for debate. So Rey is the hardest Galactic Legend to say this is the best version of this team, because she has 752 teams she can work with. Galactic Republic Jedi is fantastic with her, using General Kenobi, using Barriss Offee. Fantastic team. Would I say it's the best? No. Right now, technically, the meta is using Rey. I would say the best team for Rey, if you're using the Holdocron, is going to be Rey, Holdo, JTR, BB-8, Ben. If you're looking for general best that most people use, typically it's going to be something more on the unaligned force user side. So it's going to be Rey, JTR, Ben, Cal Kestis, L3 is a very, very common one, and that is what I like to run. So... There's a lot of comps to go with, but basically she just works with light side people. You could throw her with, you know, Rey, JT. Basically, Rey, JTR, and Ben are the ones that always stay the same, and then everyone else just shifts. You know, you got Rey, JTR, Ben, and then you end up with Shorty and L3, and you're like, this is a fantastic team. Literally any good character works great with her. Yes, the most common and meta way to break up the teams right now is a Raycron with Rey, with whatever team you throw with her, you know, resistance or otherwise. And then the other team is a Holdocron with Finn. So, like the Finn Zori team. So that is the typical breakup right now with the Datacrons. Yeah, so if you're looking for a comp to farm up, I personally will always be a proponent of JTR, Ben, L3, Cal, because L3 is always a good character no matter what, because she's a pre-taunting tank scoundrel. Cal Kestis can be moved over to other teams, such as basically any team that uses online force users, from Starkiller to Ray to Seer Junda. So he's never going to fall out of your account by any means. And so those are the two that are like the safest bet. That's like, why not just use them in this team? So yes, I do suggest putting Ray on defense, especially because I personally think she's better on defense than offense. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next account. Your mods are looking great, dude. Your account is looking great. I personally would go Profundity, but you know, if you want to take advantage hardcore of your current light speed bundles you're about to purchase, go for it. I mean, you already have that Gear 12 Marin, raring to go. Regardless of which direction you go, please finish your farms. You've got a Dark Trooper that should be Relic 5. You've got Sith Empire that should be Relic 5. You've got a Savage that should be Relic 5. Just finish your farms, dude, and your account's gonna look great. I'm so excited for you to get TIE Interceptor. Yeah, no problem, Bob. Perfect, Big Ninja. Pure free-to-play. Roast my roster, lol. Any general thoughts or advice would be appreciated. I'm going for Executor. First things first, bro. Come on, you've invested in Savage, you've invested in Wampa. Don't be spreading out your gear all across this. Like, you got so much gear going so many random places. I get you're trying to build out teams, but get that Wampa and that Savage at least finished, because those are characters that you could get to Relic 5 and then you never have to worry about them again until you hit the end game where you're like at 10 million GP. Overall, this is pushing out a ton. 2.4 million GP. You did say roast you, so I am going to roast you. 2.4 million GP with no relic characters is wild. To put that into perspective, this is my account that is my free-to-play account. I'm at 600,000 and I have my first relic character. Justin Legolas, who we just looked at his account, he's not a good example because he's insane the way he farms things. I would not suggest the way he farms things to anyone that is a new player. But he has like 8 relic characters at the same GP. I think he's insane. But I got my first relic character in the first, literally the first day that I became level 85. So like, get some Wampa in here, get some Savage in here, and stop spreading yourself out so thin. I want you to build tall until you need to build outwards, because once you get to Bronzium and once you get to Chromium and that kind of stuff, you're gonna need to build outwards. But you want to build upwards first, because if you can have one solid GL, if you can have one solid thing going, an Executor, anything like that, you can have some amazing stuff going. Speaking of, be efficient. I want to see an Imperial Trooper squad up here at this top if your Executor's your first major farm. But I don't see a Piet with Zetas, I don't see a Veers with Zetas, I don't see an Imperial Trooper team lying around. So. Fin counter. Yes, ADP, you are exactly right. Night Sisters is an excellent fin counter for Fin Zori. Long line beef? Yes, long line, very much so. Yes, Caleb Booger, you are correct. Yes, IDK, you are also correct. He is not correct. He is not a good example because he's clinically insane. But anytime I see an Omicron invested into a character and they're not relicked, it pains my soul, and you don't want to pain the Beaver soul. He can only take so much. Please relic them. You need Marin lol, or Marin, right? For the fin counter? I think so. I'm almost positive, yes. Yes, sorry. I say almost positive. She's the one that allows you to get full banners and works really, really well. So. Okay, so that being said, like, at least the characters you're farming are not bad characters. Like Darth Vader's a good character, Jedi Knight Revan's a good character. You have a CLS team hiding in here of a couple characters, a Padme team kind of hiding in here as well. So like it's not necessarily that you have bad farms, it's that you're spreading yourself way too thin, and you need to start building upwards and then outwards. So yeah, that is my big problem. I don't think Executor is a bad first farm. I'm gonna say that right now. I don't think it is. But if you're gonna get an Executor farm started, I want you to be efficient about it. Make sure you're making a bounty hunter team, that you are getting your regular Mandalorian and your Grief Karga up to make that Bosk team really pop. I want you to make sure you're getting that Piet up, but also get at least a Gear 7 Veers with the Zeta, and get yourself at least a Gear 9 Dark Trooper. If you can get a Relic 5 Dark Trooper, I will love you forever, because that is all you need to punch above your weight class so much. So personally, if I were you, I would do Savage, I would do Wampa, and I would finish those two characters. I would leave your Geonosians right where they are. You're free to play. These are perfect for getting you into a good guild that's going for Wat Tambor. That's all you need right now. That will get you sufficient raid rewards to be able to get good stuff going. From there, after Savage and Wampa, getting them up to Relic level, I want you to start pushing into Imperial Troopers and a Bounty Hunters team. Get, your Bosk Relic, get your Grief Karga and your Mando at least up to Gear 10. I would suggest Gear 12 for Grief, because it doesn't cost any Chirotechs. If you can push your Mando up that high, I love it, but you don't need to. You can do a lot with a low Gear Mando. Gear 9, Gear 10 Mando, you can do a ton. And then on top of that, your other two slots for your bounty hunters should probably be Boba Fett, and then probably IG-88 at first, just because he's a relic requirement for the Executor. But be smart about your farm going for Executor, and get yourself 2-3 relic teams. So speaking of which, you're gonna want to relic your Darth Vader at some point soon as well, because that is an excellent solo. If you even just took Savage, Wampa, and Darth Vader up to relic levels, you would immediately have 3 amazing teams working for you. I have no idea what Caleb's referring to, honestly. Yeah, no problem. I don't know how to say your name still, but hopefully that made sense and kind of gave you a farming path to line yourself out just to get started. From Executor, you can go into Sith Eternal, and it'll continue to build out the factions you already have, or you can take some time and build out some of these core teams you have started, like Jedi Knight Revan, Padme, all that kind of stuff, this Phoenix team that you have started. But right now, we want to get that Executor into this account, so you're getting those crystals into your account as fast as you can. So, but yeah, come back in a little bit. I'd love to see your account again. We are going to take a quick look at your mods. 91 speed honestly isn't bad on a character, but you want between 60 and 90 speed on every character that you're using, and you want over 100 speed on any character that's meant to be fast. For instance, Jedi Knight Revan, Captain Rex, Dash Rendar. These are the type of characters where them having speed is insanely important. You want them over 100 additional speed. So if you need a mod farming guide, take a look at the one in my on my channel. If you just look up Rabid Beaver mod farming guide, you should find it super easy. Like, I'm gonna be honest, when I said I'm gonna look at your mods, I was really worried I would see like a 30 speed character at the very top. The fact that you have 91 on that character, even if it's not the character I'd want 91 speed on, the fact that you have a character with that much speed at least gives me a little bit of relief. So, I wish you luck, my friend. I would love to see an Executor in your account. Keep coming back. I want to see this stuff happen. Let's see those Wampa and that Savage get relicked. Okay. We got Vince V. I got about 20 more minutes before I gotta get going, so we're not probably gonna get through all of these roster reviews, but of course, we do roster reviews every stream, unless it's a special case, like the hot sauce stream was. So you guys can always come back and get a roster review. And of course, if anyone wants to donate, they can always jump the line and get it in before the end. Okay, so Vince V, are you here, Vince V? What giveaway am I doing? The giveaway section is for when we do giveaways for like Lightspeed bundles and stuff. So we haven't started one since the last Lightspeed bundles, but I will be starting a new giveaway once the new Lightspeed bundles come out, and we're gonna give away 2 Lightspeed bundles because it was part of our subathon things. We hit our goal to do a Lightspeed bundle giveaway, so we'll be doing that. So Vince, I do roster reviews after Grand Arena every single stream. If you go to the Discord, here, I'll actually show you right now. There's a cool little spot in the Discord. If you go to the very top, channels and roles, so you can click here and it'll give you basically, I'm not going to at everyone in this Discord basically at any given moment unless there's something huge going on or, you know, a problem or something like that. I always use these two, so if you want new videos, you can click here and it'll let you know when new videos drop. Click here, it'll let you know when I start streaming. And then down here, if you want to click this one, it'll make it so that way I can ping you for when we do roster reviews. And so you can see here in this roster review area, up here, I said at roster reviews live now. And so then everyone can start signing up for the roster review today. And I do that every single stream. So there's no giveaway today, and we haven't opened the giveaway yet. So don't go throwing out your, you know, stuff here quite yet. We haven't started this. This will become a thing later. In fact, I'll probably make it private here just so that way you guys aren't accidentally like signing up for giveaways, but you know, before the time happens, and then you're like, hey, why didn't I get chosen? It's like, well, because you didn't sign up in the time. And it's like, oh, I put it in. And it's like, well, it was before we started doing it. So there, made it a private channel, so now it is gone from your guys' view. Okay. Charlie, I do not go backwards. So I don't, like, if I don't have time for everyone, I apologize. I just don't always have enough time for everyone. But I don't start where I left off because people could be not here and I don't want them to miss out on their roster review, especially because a lot of the times I don't have the time to timestamp everything. And so it'll be impossible for you to find your roster reviews unless you're like watching all of my streams. And so I pick up right from where I say roster reviews start here and just go down the list. And so you'll just know when I stream. I put out my stream schedule every time. And so you can get in whenever you end up having time to watch another one of my streams. So I don't go backwards. I just kind of cut it off when I don't have time. And then, you know, we move on to the next day. And then if you get in there first, you're going to end up being the first. But I don't want to give roster reviews to people that aren't there, especially because I like this being an interactive thing where we, you know, I can make sure I'm giving you the best roster review possible. Aurora coming in with the €5, I think, pounds maybe. I can never tell the difference. Curious to see what you have to say about my roster, plus your SLKR guide and many others have been super helpful. Why, thank you, my kind sir, madame, or Rhodian. Please pass over your roster, or if it's in the Discord already, I'll just use it, and it'll be right after this one that we're currently doing. Let me see if I can find you in the Discord. There you are in the Discord. Okay. Sweet. Then I will get to your account next, Aurora. Thank you, my friend. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Where were we? Vince V. Got Bane a week or so ago. Also got Trench recently. I mean, it's Trench. No one cares. Someone called him Badmiral Trench in Arnold's chat, and I laughed really hard. Anyways, need 4 more tunes to get C. Very cool. I also need relics to key tunes like the Treya team. You get my imps, Imperial Remnants. Oh, interesting. I'll put 1 more relic on Jedi Knight Cal. Jedi Knight Cal or Jedi Cal? Jedi Knight Cal. Okay. Okay. Very cool. No bombardment. There's not a giveaway yet. Once Lightspeed bundles come out, then we'll do a giveaway. Dude, I don't... If someone could, like, write it out which one is which right now, I would be able to keep track of them. But, like, I don't see them enough to actually know which one's pounds and which one's euros. I got notifications for people and I got confused. Yeah, I just made the channel private just to make sure that that way people aren't seeing it anymore and trying to sign up, because we have quite a few people. Yes. Okay, so the one with like the double line, that's euros, and then the long one with the hook is the pounds, right? I'm not crazy. That's right, right? Okay. While I wait for an answer from that. Okay, perfect. I think I have it down then. Have I made a Jamal event guide? No. So I have an account that I could do it on, but I wasn't super comfortable doing it on it because I can't talk to that guy very easily. It's hard to get in contact with him, and so I don't want to interrupt his events. Plus, some of his stuff is very heavy. Like, he used tons of Zetas and stuff, and his account is much farther along than mine. But we do have a friend who just finished the event, and so I will be hopping into his account, and I'll be making a tier 1 through 3 Jamal guide here in the next couple of weeks. And then I'll do tier 4, 5, and 6 after he finishes getting his ultimate, because I don't want to waste any of his attempts testing for him. So, anyways, looking at this account, sorry, I do got to get going here, so I'm going to speedrun Vince's account. So you're going Imperial Remnants, which is kind of interesting. This is a 10 million account, but you've definitely expanded outwards on teams more than big projects. But if you have a DTMG lying around, like, sure. I mean, he's going to be, yeah, he's going to be less good now that his Datacron's starting to filter out, but, like, he's still going to be good. So not necessarily a bad thing to have in the account. Yeah, that is new to this stream, Apple E. Well, why can I not get a stun on Ray on the first tier of the SLKR event? Oh, the SLKR event? Let's see. Does he have Ray? There we go. It's RNG dependent. It's why you have multiple stuns in that first tier that you're trying to get off. Whenever another ally suffers a debuff, or whenever Ray suffers a debuff, she has a 40% chance to dispel all debuffs on her. And so there's a 40% chance that she will just dispel the stun, which is why you have Hux to pass the turn back over and try it again and that kind of thing. So I do have a video of a bad RNG run and pulling it off. It's in my shorts, actually. This was like one of the first shorts I made.
Welcome to the SLKR event.
Yeah, oh my gosh, my mic was so bad back then.
100% win rate with minimum Zetas. I have all the Zetas, but this team only requires 2 to win this tier. This lineup might actually be a little bit easier for most people that bought the Lightspeed bundles, because I only have...
It's Baby Beaver, guys.
Here's your lineup, Zetas and minimum speed for Hux to take the first turn.
This was my original idea, was to make super easy guides like this, but then no one watched it, so I was like, okay.
Unless BB-8 is stunned, AoEs will destroy you. Here's a battle with worse RNG, but the team still pulls it off. If you're looking for a more...
Yeah, so like right here, you can see that I never once stunned Ray, but I still pull it off.
But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been your Tier 1 guide for SLKR in 60 seconds or less.
I have no idea why the subtitle's in German. I think it's because the OG people watching the streams that I had and like watching the shorts and stuff were German. Like, I had a huge German population when I first started. I say huge, it was like 2%, but still 2% of your viewers being from Germany is wild. And so I had a lot of people using auto-generated German subtitles, and so it probably automatically made that the default because of so many people using it, because no one's using auto-generated English for the most part, because they can understand what I'm saying. Okay. Anyways. Vince. Vince, my friend, Vince. You're looking at, you're almost on a C. How's your ships? Because this is typically where people kind of fall off the cabbage tray. I don't know what idiom I'm trying to use here. Looking sexy, dude. Looking sexy. Very nice. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, I have no problems with your fleets. Your fleets are looking great. As for where you should go next, I'm going to say Jabba. If you're looking for your next major project, Jabba. And the reason that I say Jabba is just because mod materials. He's a great offensive. He's a great defensive Galactic Legend. He's great for both. He'll give you mod materials. He's going to be a fantastic Galactic Legend for you. That would be my suggestion for your next major project. If Imperial Remnant's your passion, go for it. I will not say anything. Treya, I would say, is more viable and a more useful tune. Do I care about Trench at all? Absolutely no. So, there's a setting to turn off shorts that recommend to subscribers that'll blow up shorts. I have never found that setting. I think they updated it and took it out because they were having problems with it. I have never been able to find that setting. I'll go around and look for it again, though. Should you up some Zeta levels first? Zeta levels? Are you talking about relic levels? Is that what you're referring to? Like some of these, like Cal Kestis, this Visas Mar, that kind of thing? Well, let's take a look at kind of what you mean by Ufu, though. You have Terran Malicos. Ooh. Okay, Jabba should be your next big project, but yeah, I think you're right. I think that, like, your ships look great. And, like, if I were to pick apart your ships, the one thing I would say is upping your relic levels. So, like, right here, we have this team right here. I would love to see a higher relic Razor Crest, a higher relic Xanadu's Blood, and a higher relic IG-2000. I think that is vitally important in making that fleet very nice and making sure that things like Finalizer can't take it down in a pinch. So, I definitely think upping your relic levels in general, getting yourself at least a relic 3, if not a relic 5 Cal Kestis, and making your just Seer Junta team really, really pop is definitely a good idea. Getting a couple more relic levels in your Dark Trooper. Like, there's a lot of relic levels here that I would love to see higher, honestly. Visas Mar at least a relic 3 to make sure she can take advantage of Datacrons. Yeah, I can take a look at his Malicos mods. But yeah, so honestly, filling in some holes might be your best bet, but Jabba would be your next big project if I were to suggest one. There's your Malicos. 103 extra speed, over 10,000 damage. I don't know how to mod Malicos, so I don't know if that's good, bad, or regardless. So you're modding your own right now. Yeah, I mean, Seer teams, it seems like in general you want mediocre speed, nothing too crazy, and then lots and lots of, you know, either beefiness for health and protection, or lots and lots of damage like Malicos. So, but yeah, so I think you hit the nail on the butt. You know, that's the right sentence. But yeah. Relic 9 your Darth Bane. Yes, Vince, you are correct. Like, yes. Abandon everything for a Relic Darth Bane. There's not a lot of characters that I would say that about, but this is one of those. Like, I'd put off my Sith Eternal farm for this character. Like, this is an insane character. Especially if you don't have one currently, but you have the opportunity to get one right here. Let's see. Solid. This is the perfect Banecron. If you can get this up to 9, I know it's going to be hard to get it up to 9, but if you have the stuff lying around to start getting this a little higher, and so you only have to spend a little bit of, like, shard shop currency to finish it, like, this is a Banecron. So if you can get a level 9 Banecron right here, and get a Relic Bane, you're going to kill every single GL in the game with Bane. It's going to be great. You're going strong tonight? What do you mean, River? Aren't I going strong every night? Welcome back, Anakin Lava Crawler. Okay, yeah, sick. If you can get a Banecron right now out of that, because that is like the Banecron right there. This is what I use to pull off disgusting plays. You have the level 3 done, you have the level 6 done, you just need the level 9, and that is immediately a Banecron for you. So yeah, drop everything, do Bane, finish Sith Eternal, and then take some time and fill in some holes, and then when you're feeling brave enough to go for another big project, Jabba. What the F was that? Go for Jabba next. Missing speed on. Well, let's take a look at your roster according to speed. Well, you see, your Mara Jade should be faster than your JMK, and your Echo should be the bottom of your... No, I'm kidding. Let's take a look at kind of overall what your speeds look like. 344, solid speed on Mara Jade, the area that I want to see it. Let's kind of see where your speeds fall off. Okay, so it looks like there's a little bit of a fall off, but not bad. Still usable speeds all the way through, so you're doing great on your mods. Like the mods look good. I do think they could be a little bit better for where your GP and how long you've been playing, but I don't think they look bad either. As for characters to, like, you know, get your speeds really dialed in for, I'm not Queel faster than Dash Rendar is pretty important. How am I not dead? Madness, are you talking about yesterday? So wait, Madness, I gotta ask, are you talking about the hot sauce challenge we did yesterday, or are we talking about the 33-hour stream that we did a couple days ago? I need you to be more specific when you ask, how am I not dead? But yeah, so you want Queel slightly faster than Dash Rendar. It could be just one speed, but that would be my suggestion to you. It's not fully necessary, but it makes it so that way he gets out there and makes sure your entire team has a turn. And so if you can get him to be super fast, that's really, really nice. Debating putting the speed set on JML now that he's Relic 9-2. Ooh. I would say you can do it, yeah. If he's Relic 9 already, I mean, I don't see why not. Does Resistance Hero Finn want to be pretty fast? Yes, you want him to be one of your fastest characters. Like, this guy should have more speed if you have Azori. Yeah, so Resistance Hero Finn, you want in your 330 area. He's like the same kind of character as Mara Jade, where you want him in the 330s. But yeah, like, I don't think you're going to suffer throwing a speed set on JML, Vince. I don't think that'll be a problem. Does a 10 million account really need a roster review? Some of them do. Some of them hurt my soul. I've seen 10 million accounts that I'm just like, this genuinely needs a roster review. And honestly, a lot of the times when it comes to a roster review, it's not about necessarily the roster review of I need to know where I'm going. A lot of the times a roster review is just I need to make sure I'm not crazy and I'm not just doing my own thing and it doesn't make sense 100%. And so, like, you know, I get it. Like, I still enjoy getting my roster reviewed because, like, I'm pretty sure I'm on the most efficient route for my roster, minus the fact that I'm going for Gungans. But I'm on the most efficient route for my roster, but I still, you know, want to get a roster review from Nooch and be like, yo, is there any holes that I'm missing? My roster review with Fat Phil showed, hey, you could be using your cat on your raid team and it'd be hilarious to watch people suffer. And I was like, absolutely, I love watching people suffer. But yeah, still feel like my roster is way off being 10 million and only have 5 GLs. You are pretty low when it comes to, like, your overall, like, amount of big projects you have going on. Like, you're significantly less than a lot of the 10 million accounts that I have seen. but you're also significantly higher than other 10 million accounts I've seen. But you've also broadened your roster out really well, and I think one of the biggest things that bloats GPs and causes people to have this thing where they have a high GP but not a lot of GLs is things like Terran Malicos, where you have these conquest characters that you're really pushing for, and they're some of the best characters in the game, whereas other people are just pushing for the next project over and over again, and eventually they start getting every conquest character. And so you've definitely pushed out into some of the best metas and best side farms possible. And so I don't see a problem with where your 10 million is at right now. Like, yes, I do think that, you know, you have some relic levels you could take up, but like even your fleets are beautiful, and that takes up so much of your GP. And a lot of the 10 million rosters I see, they're just like, yeah, they have great characters, but then their fleets are suffering. So Gungans might be amazing. I mean, Gungans can take down Riva right now, so they are amazing. Like, but I'm just saying Gungans are, I said I'm being the most efficient, except for Gungans. I'm not saying Gungans are bad. I'm saying Gungans were not in the farming plan, and they don't connect to a single other farm that I have. Whereas, like, JML I'm right next to, so. Yeah, absolutely, Vince. So, the investment will be worth it. Anyways, but yeah, so I definitely think finishing Sith Eternal, finish your Bane. Drop everything and finish Bane. Then move on, finish Sith Eternal, and then take some time, finish your farms, get some relic levels into this, into these characters, especially these relic ones that are a little painful to see. And then move on to Jabba, and even upping those relic characters is going to help you to some degree, because you've got like a Fennec right here, and that's a requirement for Jabba. So yeah, I think you're on the right path. But yeah, that Bane, especially if you can nail that Datacron. If you can get that Datacron to a Banecron, dude, it kills every GL without having Sith Eternal with him. It's invest in it now. Don't sleep on it. Okay. Let's go over to Aurora. This is going to be our last one for the day, since they donated, and then we will end there. Curious what I'll have to say about your roster. Yeah, no problem, Vince. Aurora. SLKR nearly unlocked. Congrats. That's awesome. Currently working on Executor. Ooh, you've got Mommy Mandalore. Very nice. Interesting farm. Interesting farm for an account like this. Okay. But hey, we never shame peepees. There is no such thing as a bad peepee. A little peepee's never a wrong thing to have. So, you're currently working on Executor. Excellent choice to add into this. Like, literally, that is the exact way that I get people to farm Lightspeed bundles. It should be SLKR and Ray, followed by Executor. You already have so much from the Finalizer bundle, you shouldn't be sleeping on the Executor. So, as soon as she was announced, you were saving for it. Yeah, that's great. Terran Malicos, also very cool. Do you have support for Terran Malicos is my question. Seer, Cal, Terran Malicos. Okay, yeah, you have a good enough Malicos team, and like technically Kylo Ren Unmasked goes with that too if you want to put him there. They do a Senate Palpatine or something for a GL. Yeah, my money right now, as much as I'd love to have a Revan Reborn, my money right now is on a GL Darth Tyrannus or a GL Chancellor Palpatine. Fair enough, E-Man. Okay, let me finish reading your message before I completely start going through. You will be picking up the Lightspeed bundle for Ewoks and going for Leia after that. Account is mainly focused on GAC, but do care about territory war as my guild leader scares me. Dude, nothing has been more painful than like the third or fourth time that I was streaming and I was just bashing 100% on having to farm Inquisitors, and then my guild leader is like, what was that? I was like, fuck. Like, literally, I just started as a content creator. I was like, mother effer. Okay, climbing in Fleet Arena is tricky, as I've never focused on fleets, and I took a break from 2019 to 2021. That is a rough break to have for your shard. Okay. Leviathans and Profundity mods are iffy. Only took them seriously about 3 months ago. If you need a mod farming plan, and it's specifically a mod filter, it's something that a lot of people don't have, is a filter for their mods. If you're looking for that, go check out my mod farming guide. Darth Plagueis, it'd be interesting to see. I don't know if they'll ever do it, though. His exquisite pajamas. I have a lot of newer stuff since, I'm guessing it's since, yep, since. I took a huge break, but still collected rewards, so I had a large crystal holder when I came back. Very cool. Guess who's back? Welcome back. Give me Luthen and his ship. I would love Luthen and his ship. Home one lifter right there. Luthen and his ship. Abso-freaking-lutely. Lifter for Mon Mothma and the Rebel fighters. Right there. Boost up 2 things that need lifters. Anyways. Okay. So. I have. Oh my gosh. I'm going to say this right now, Aurora. I love your account so much. Your account is beautiful. Immaculate. Relic 5 Dark Trooper. Relic 3 Savage Opress. Oh my gosh. You are a being after my own heart. Oh gosh. I swear if they make his ship a scoundrel, I'll backflip off a roof. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at kind of your overall fleets and stuff. Okay. Please work on your echelon. What about Iden, though? So the thing is about Iden, I don't suggest Iden unless they're close to a TIE Interceptor. And this person took a break for quite a while. And so I'm guessing they're just now getting TIE Interceptor shards, now that they have Rey. And if they're not, they should be watching my Proving Grounds videos right now instead of watching me live, because they only have 24 hours to do that, and my video goes over on how to do that. And so I would highly suggest that they do that right now, as well as I suggest to all of you to go watch that video. But regardless, they're probably pretty far away from TIE Interceptor, so I'm not going to get on their case about a low gear Iden, because low gear Iden's good. I am going to get on their case about the fact that there's no TIE Echelon in here, and you need a TIE Echelon. You've taken a break from Fleets Hardcore. This is a great way to get back in, because if you have an Executor on defense and you have a First Order fleet on offense with the Echelon, you're going to be doing absolutely fantastic. Yes, it would make me happy too, but like... You win some, you lose some. I do want to see a BTLB in here as well, considering you have these two here. So, Enchilada, finish your BTLB. 2 big things coming towards you that I definitely think should be hit soon. You're almost to the point where you have 3 amazing fleets. So just finish the fleets instead of like just sleeping on them. Like, I love you're getting Executor. It's great, but I need to see that Enchilada. I love seeing a Relic Zori. Absolutely love it. I love the fact that you took the time to Relic Bo-Katan, because she's not a requirement for Mommy Mandalore. You are very good about taking care of your side farms, and I really appreciate that. I did not mean to click on Cad Bane. Let me go to speeds. Let's take a look at your speeds overall. $323. So glad I ignored your advice and farmed Leia. 3-star everything. Nice. 308. So even though you've ignored mods, you have some solidly modded characters that I appreciate. Let's go back to down here. 88 speed. Yes, Bo-Katan is a JMK requirement. I don't know if they were farming JMK already. Hey, I can't. My first order team for event 1 on it's okay. I'm only winning like 10% of the time. Dropping tickets makes me sad. Yeah, I can take a look at your mods, sure, Iconiac. But like I mean, if you have the mods that I have in the video, I've tried even with like worse mods for the other characters before, and as long as you have those minimum speeds, like it works. But yeah, overall, looks like you have a solid basis. So Enchilada, BTLB are like two major things that I would love to see this account do. I think SLKR into Executor is fantastic. I'm not going to say that Leia's a bad farm. You're closer to JML. Everyone who's got the Lightspeed bundles is closer to JML. But if you want to go for, go for that Leia, go for it. I understand a PP. There's nothing wrong with a little PP. You have some really fun characters in here to play with. Really interesting roster to see by far. Quick side tangent: if you're full of Leviathans and Profanities, I do suggest after you finish your Executor taking some time, Relic 7ing your Cad Bane, Relic 7ing your BAM, which you probably already have because of the requirements, and then also Relic 7ing at least IG88. It'll very much help in your Leviathan counters and making sure that you can stay in your top of your fleet arena even if you're only have an Executor. You will need to get that Executor rather high, like get to 7 stars ASAP, but you'll be able to fight your way up your fleet shard with just an Executor if you're smart about it. So very interesting roster. Okay, Iconiac, let me see your mods really quick. I've got like 10 seconds because I really have to be off by 7. I'm supposed to be somewhere at 7, so. Bokron is playing. But Brokron's about to leave. Like, you're gonna lose the Bokron, my friend. Yeah, no problem, Aurora. Thank you for the £5. I could stand to lose £5. Thanks, Daniel Wallace. I appreciate it. And I love you, random citizen. This is the right account, right? Yes, this is the right account. So we're looking at mods. You gonna do an updated Proving Grounds video next month when the new Lightspeed bundles drop? I mean, what update do you guys want? Like, Cheos don't really beat any of them. I guess I could do Night Sisters, but I don't have Marin. You know, I don't know what Proving Grounds. I'll do an updated Lightspeed bundle team guide. I'll also be doing a video this week about the new Lightspeed bundles and my thoughts on them because I haven't gotten around to making something like that. But I don't know if I'll do anything for Proving Grounds, honestly. Oh. See, I don't know your last name, dude. Like, I don't think I've ever heard your last name, honestly. But it's good to see you. It's good to see you, my friend, and I do love you very much. Thank you for letting me use your account. JML Proving Grounds is coming, yes. We do have a JML Proving Grounds coming next month. Hey, Cognac, I think I'm finding your problem. Huh? It's not the last name Wallace. It's the fact that I wasn't sure who he was. Until he said what he said, and I'm like, oh, I know you in real life. I've known him for a number of years. In fact, he's the guy. Give this guy a round of applause, everyone. I think the best I've got in Discord here is I've got a golf clap, maybe. Yeah, golf clap. Give him a round of applause, because Daniel there is the guy who started me playing this game 3 years ago, almost exactly. So, yeah. He's one of the guys that lets me use his account to test things as well. But he's the one that started me playing this game. But yeah. We're talking about the SLKR event, are we not, Iconiac? I think so, Madness. I think so. Thanks, Daniel. Hold on. I gotta go back because it's one of my first videos I made. I really need to redo some of these old thumbnails that I made literally forever ago before I kind of figured out. Like, I went back and redid this one because it wasn't showing up on the front page when people would look up the Ray event, and I needed it to show up on the front page so I could get it out to as many people as possible. Yeah, we're talking about... Yeah, crew is auto-locked into the lead. I'm so confused. Yeah. You don't need them at crazy speeds, so... Yeah, right here.
The only bank that folds
Or
over
not.
and
I really need to buy YouTube Red or whatever it's called. Has some crazy butterfly effect. Fair, fair. So you're gonna avoid AoEs. You don't want this right here. Or are you talking about the do you mean the GL Journey Guide? Screenshot in Discord. Okay, hold on. Yeah, right there. Yeah. That's this battle right here. So yeah, this is the lineup you use. And please, for the love of all that is holy, that Supreme Leader Kylo Ren right there is based off of your Kylo Ren Unmasked. And so that is, your mods need to be fully leveled up for that character. So it may look like a different character because they changed the look, but you do need to upgrade the mods because that's not good. Like, that's lower defense than you want, lower offense than you want, lower health than you want. Like, yeah. So 100% just finish the mods. This character, fast enough. He should be fast enough. But yeah, like right here, this should be all health primaries or health and a defense set. Ignore the tenacity entirely. It doesn't matter. You do not need the Scarred Zeta. You do not need the Scarred Zeta. All you need is the Leader Zeta. And then you're using the 2 pilots. Pilots, just mod them for offense. Honestly, that's basically all you need. My game crashed, but Kylo Ren remasked. Exactly. So, yeah, okay, to be fair, Caleb Wheeler, you're almost never going to need it when it comes to the SLKR lead. But yes, it's helpful for the ship, it's helpful for the Seer team, it's helpful when he's not with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, like in 3v3. All kinds of good places to use it, yes. But yeah, so like if you just go and watch this video, so go look up this video, SLKR event with only 2 Zetas, tier 1, 2, 3, Lightspeed Bundle Guide. If you just look up SLKR event, Rabid Beaver, you'll find it. But I go through like my mods that I use and everything. Not amazing. They're good. And so just mostly if you can get 6 dot, I highly suggest 6 dot, just because it keeps characters alive. But like overall, Yes. He already has the lead Zeta. His Zeta is done. It's just the fact that your mods are not like good mods for this character, because you want him to be tanky. You want as many health primaries as you can. You want as many 6-dot mods as you can. You want as many health sets as you can. Maybe a defense set in there, but primarily just health mods, health sets, health primaries, health. He's a tank, and he's a tank that heals every time he gets hit. So yeah, no problem, my Cognac. I hope it helps. But yeah, just take a look at that video and you should be able to figure it out, because it looks like you have the right mod like speeds overall done, and it looks like your other characters are doing well, but your Kylo Ren Unmasked struggling a bit. Like right here, this is another one, because you're supposed to be using this guy. Spend a bit of credits and just finish these mods, because with mods like that, you're at this low of level, you're not only losing out on your offense bonus stats, you're also just losing out on the primary stats as well. So just kind of finish out your mods really quick, because your speeds are dialed in. Your speeds are fast enough. It's just you need to finish your mods a bit, and you'll be good. But anyways, Iconiac, thank you for the $10, my friend. Yes, we'll check Sith Trooper as well, because he's the only one that I haven't checked. Yeah, so Sith Trooper, I mean, finish these 2 health mods really quick. And I would replace this potency one with an offense one if you can find one. Or, you know, yeah, just potency basically. And this one I would swap out potency for offense, swap out the triangle for either offense or crit damage if you're looking for the best way to do this character. So I do think he can do it without those things. Also, I would like to see an offense set instead of either offense or crit damage instead of a speed set. But this guy's supposed to be just a huge damage dealer for you. So that's how I'd switch out his mods. But you can go look at that video. It should go over all of the mods. But fully leveled up mods do a lot more than you'd expect. So even if you have the right speeds, please fully upgrade your mods and you will stop dropping battles. Okay. Does CG purposely make crit damage mods impossible to get? Probably. Triangles are the hardest to farm in general. They have the lowest drop rate. Okay, sounds good, Iconiac. Even if it's just an offense set, I know you probably got some offense sets lying around. You don't necessarily need a crit damage set, but crit damage sets are great on these characters for the simple reason that they always crit, because they always have advantage, because that's what like the whole basis of the First Order is. Okay. Let's see if we can find this really quick. I do have to get going. So, thank you guys so much for watching. It has been a wild month. I think this might be our last stream of the month. We might do a roster review stream tomorrow. We'll see. But honestly, it'll be after the GAC lock-in anyways. For those of you who haven't locked in for GAC, please do. You only have till tomorrow. And, you know, it's about, you know, you've got 20 hours to do it. But still, lock in now. Make sure your mods aren't screwed up before you lock in if you were modding for another event. You guys are awesome. Big thanks to Wet Pliskin being our damn sugar daddy at the moment with 8944. Big thanks to Joe Correa for being the damn best. Thank you all of my damn elite. We have so many of you now. We have a ton of things planned. So keep an eye out on Discord, on the channel. We're going to have all kinds of fun things. Big thanks to all of our damn contributors. You guys are so nice. I love how much you guys help me out, especially with that hot sauce challenge. You really killed me yesterday and it was fantastic. I loved it. I also hated it. I will see you guys in the next video.